Okay, I think we're live. I hope you can hear me. This is a moment of truth. Hello, Alkesh. Awesome. So it looks like you can hear me. Okay, so today we have Strawberry Vinegar. It is a visual novel by Ratalaika Games. It looks adorably sweet. It came out on the 3rd of this month, June. Okay, that's adorable. It's got a little hat. So, firstly, volume. Secondly, I have a new mic, which you can see poking in the picture slightly. So firstly, oh my god. Okay. Right, turn down sound effects. Oh god, this menu is horrible. That's my first thing. Menu horrible. Turn down music. Okay. Check speed. Show all. I have no idea what this changes, so let's just go back to the default. It's on the heart shape. Thanks for the host, Dopey, and the auto host, Jess. So, okay, yeah, right, the menu is terrible on this. Yeah, I couldn't say it. Cardio did. Feed me or I'll reap your soul. After hearing those ridiculous words, my whole life was turned upside down. Cardioid. Fine. I tried reading it, it was silly. Okay. Alright, so it's not going to go until I tell it to go, so... Hello, you're here for stream. Hi, Dan. Hi, Dan. I have new mic. It's red. It's shiny. It's upside down on a mount. I've tried lots of different settings and the little doody blops on the back. Is it that bad? It just sounds a little distant. Well, maybe you need to turn your thing up. I've spent like an hour and a half farting around with settings on this, so... And it sounded fine when I was listening to the video recording. Sounds fine. Okay, well, let's do it like this. Let's just do it like this for now. Hang on. I'll make this. There's this stupid little text box thing over my... And I don't know why it's there. Go away. It sounds fine. Okay, well, I can do something on a different day where we try all the different settings and you tell me which sounds best. But this sounded okay to me, and I have really spent an hour and a half. Time just disappeared. Well, I didn't see the point in doing a test stream where I could just hit record, when I could just hit record and then listen to the VOD. I was also sorting out my camera, so I don't know whether that is an improvement, though my hand looks slightly see-through today. I don't know whether that's an improvement either. So maybe we can have a technical stream there. Yes, I know I need your opinion, but I wanted to get at least halfway set up. Wanted to at least get it halfway set up. So, is it okay stream quality compared to normally? Or do we need to have a technical test? Okay, fine, I'll deal with fine now. and then we'll make it perfect later. I can deal with that. I can live with that. Okay, so now we have the stream of the silly voices. Oh, and also talking about silly voices, don't forget to pick up Coffee Talk. It's on Games with Gold, and you know how much you loved my silly voices on that game. Now you can get it for yourself. I mean, I'll take 8.2 out of 10. That's not bad. I mean, compared to my usual thing with the headset, is it better or worse? I've never played Music Racer, so I have no concept of that. Yes. Is it better this way or that way? With or without? My parents are both opticians, so, you know, I know all the tricks. It's better than the headset. Well, there we go. Better than the headset is still good. 8.2 out of 10 is still good. So let's do the stream, and then we'll do a technical thing when I'm less tired and more into changing settings. I'm quite pleased with how it is, and it's kind of funny having this sort of like fluorescent thing beside my head. So yeah, and I've also got no wires, so I'm completely wireless. Yay! No. I don't want you to shut up and deal with it. I'm happy to have you help more, but it's more of a, will it do for now? No, I definitely don't want you to shut up. Please talk to me lots. But will it do for now, considering I'm going to be talking quite a lot on this game? I think that's really... And if that's good, then yeah, we'll carry on. So, silly boy... Okay, Okash wants you to shut up. That's fine. All right. Hi, Ross. Hi, Okash. Hi, Dan. All right, let's get on. Okay. Hello there, Ree. How are you feeling on this beautiful sunny day? I feel fine, thank you. I stifle a yawn with one hand as I slip into my seat at the kitchen table. I'm a responsible girl, so I always wake up early in the morning, but that doesn't mean I like doing it. In fact, I hate it. The sunlight hurts my eyes. I'm forced to turn my head away from the open window and towards the wooden tabletop. Oh, it feels so weird not doing this without the headset. I'll have to get some, like, a hairband or something. Yes, definitely. Get into Gold, Coffee Talk. Go get it. I think also there's Shantae on there if you've not already got that one. Yes. Wow, that white text is not great. I always thought this wooden table clashed with the meticulously white, incredibly Western decor of our kitchen. I'd gotten used to it over the years. I think this table used to belong to Grandma Nozomi, so Dad would never throw it away. I kind of like it. It's a precious keepsake of his mother. Not that she's dead or anything. She's just been refurbishing her house and she got rid of some old furniture. I bet other people would find my kitchen weird. Not just my kitchen, but my whole house, which is distinctly non-Japanese. That doesn't bother me. It's not like I ever invite anybody over. Mum sits at the table, one leg crossed over the other, reading the newspaper. Ooh, thanks for the auto-host, Leaky and Chan. Dad is busy serving breakfast, white rice, pickled cucumbers, and miso soup. Pickled cucumbers for breakfast? Yes. Reminds me of my late mother. She's not dead yet, she just hasn't arrived. That is a good joke, Dan. Yeah. Oh, I picked up Edna and Harvey. It came out yesterday. Today I was going to stream it, and then I was like, no, I plan to stream this one, so I'll stream it next week. I bought it with my own monies because I had credit. But oh yeah, if you need to reward, if you're in the UK or possibly EU also, Microsoft Rewards are doing the hot deal thing, so you get 20% off points wise. I picked up like 40 quid's worth of credit. There we go. Dad's a pretty good cook, so he makes most of the meals at home. He has a whole drawer full of aprons to pick and choose from, and his greatest pleasure in life seems to be selecting which one to wear each morning. That's kind of awesome. Mum, by contrast, doesn't like cooking that much. Her fingernails are long and carefully filed. She hates it when they splinter or get dirty. Mum is a popular actress and she cares a lot about her appearance. You may have heard of her. Her name is Shirakawa Yukini, I think. I'm very bad at pronouncing Japanese names. I do apologise for butchering them. Mum and Dad are pretty dissimilar, but they get along well enough. I don't think I've ever heard them argue before. I'm glad to know you're feeling all right, Ree, and you'll feel even better after you try this. Breakfast looks good, just like always. The fluffy white rice is perfectly cooked. Pickled cucumbers have been cut into precise coin shapes and they've been glazed with vinegar, so they seem to shimmer. Okay, I'm not digging the cucumber. Also, rice for breakfast seems slightly odd, but I think that would be quite filling for the day. Miso soup is light brown, neither too thick nor too thin, and it's been bulked up with white cubes of silken tofu and diced spring onions. It's a good thing I ate. I'm getting hungry just looking at all this. I shouldn't have picked a food game, should I? The onions float lazily on the surface of the soup while the heavier tofu sinks to the bottom, absorbing the flavour of the fish stock and soybeans. Oh, I like cucumber, just not pickled. I pick up my chopsticks and bow my head. Thank you for the food. Aha, there's no need to thank me, Ree. I'd do anything for you. I don't doubt it. Dad liked cooking for me. He doesn't have anyone else to pamper since Mum's always dieting. I'm glad Dad likes looking after me. With a look of expectation on his face as I bring my chopsticks to my mouth, it's kind of disconcerting. He's so obsessed with watching me eat that he hasn't touched his own food at all. If I told him I didn't like his food, I think he'd cry. That's a lot of responsibility to place on the shoulders of an elementary schooler, don't you think? Fortunately, the food tastes just as good as it looks, and I get a bleep bloop. Ate miso soup. So yeah, can you hear my phone vibrating is the question. I don't think you should be able to, but because it vibrates every time I get an achievement. Hang on. Also, I've got my videos highlighted and it's annoying me. You didn't hear it. Good. Yeah, food tastes just good. The pickled cucumbers crunch satisfyingly when I bite into them, and their coolness contrasts nicely with the warm miso soup. So what do you think? Do you like it? It's good. Thank goodness. I wasn't too sure about the pickled cucumbers. I usually let them sit in the fridge a little longer. I thought the vinegar might be too overpowering. No, it's nice. It goes well with the rice. It creates a good contrast, I suppose. Did the Xbox didn't make a notification, did it? It didn't really make a sound. Sorry, I've got my keyboard in case I needed to alter a level. Because when I was testing this, I was playing Shapeshifting Detective because that had good, talking. And I had to turn the Xbox, volume level right down so I was good. I mean, I mute my phone anyway, so it wouldn't have annoying sounds. I don't like annoying sounds. They drive me nuts. I don't know how people can, deal with things beeping all the time. But, yeah. Each to their own. That's exactly what I was going for. Thank you, Ree. Dad reaches across the table to ruffle the top of my head. He's a little over-enthusiastic with his show of affection, actually, and he almost knocks over Mum's cup of green tea. Careful, dear. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuki. It's all right. Just try to be a little more attentive next time. And if you're really interested, Dad's name is Sakuraba Kazuki. Unlike Mum, you've probably never heard of him. There's a reason why Mum and Dad don't have the same family name, but it's not that important. I know it's unusual, but don't worry about it. I don't think my parents ever do. You should try to remember that some of us have filming to do later today. I don't want to turn up with tea all over my new dress. It cost quite a bit, you know. Satu, that grumpy old nag, would have my head if I dare arrive looking less than perfect. I'm sorry. I know how hard you've been working. I don't want to make things more difficult for you. So, did you read anything interesting in the paper? Nothing terribly interesting. Things have been so dull lately.
Isn't that a good thing? I prefer it when things are calm and quiet.
Well, you may have a point. I was hoping for more bloody murders, though.
Let's not talk about murder at the breakfast table, especially around Ree. You'll upset her.
I think Ree's old enough to understand the finite nature of human life by now. We all must shuffle off this mortal coil eventually.
Maybe so, but do we need to be reminded of that right now?
Perhaps not. You're right, sorry. I've been working on this hospital drama for too long. There are only so many dying teenage girls one can handle in a day. And speaking of work, I ought to get going. I don't want to be late. Mum takes one last sip of her tea and then sets down the cup on the table with a small thud. The life of an actress must be pretty hectic. She's always in a hurry. She hardly ever seems to have any free time. I wonder if Dad misses her. If he does, he doesn't say it. He's always been unfailingly supportive of Mum and her endeavours.
Have a good day, Yuki. Take care of yourself.
I will, dear. Mum blows a kiss at Dad, then pauses by my chair for a few moments. And Ree, I did read something in the paper I thought you might like to hear. What? It said this week should be particularly eventful for you Virgos. Apparently you will encounter new friends, have many new experiences and face a series of great challenges. Doesn't that sound exciting? I guess. Well, I suppose it would be good news if horoscopes were any accurate measure of the world around us. They're always so vague and unfixed. Only superstitious fools set much store in them. But you read them in the newspaper every week. That's because they're romantic. I don't believe in them, but it's nice to imagine that the stars really can determine our fates. I don't get it. It's fine, you don't need to. I was just being silly. Mum winks. I bet all the boys in my class would love it if she winked at them like that. I think they all have crushes on her. Even some of my teachers have crushes on her. I just thought I should warn you. If horoscopes are at all accurate, you might be in for quite an interesting week. Oh, just to check, you've got the jaunty music in the background still, right? From the game. Epic. Thank you. Mum exits the kitchen with a small laugh. She waves at us over her shoulder, but she doesn't turn around. She's far too cool for that. I know Dad certainly thinks so.
Even after all these years, Yuki is still so mysterious. She's so cool.
See, I told you so.
Oh, there's a little plant behind the cooker. It's very cute.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye, doggo. Unlike Mum, Dad's really predictable. I can always preempt what he's going to say. I just thought I'd hit save to see what happened. Also, very cute. I rise from my seat and walk over to the fridge. I feel like having a glass of milk, though it doesn't go well with miso soup. Milk is nice and refreshing, and it helps keep the bones strong. But the milk that should be there is not. It's vanished. We can't have drunk it that quickly, though. There was a full carton of it yesterday. Was this the work of a thief? A poltergeist? Or else... Dad, were you giving our milk away to the neighbourhood cats again?
Ah, so you caught me out, huh?
Totally predictable, like I said.
I'm sorry, Ree. I'll buy you some milk from the store later if you want any.
No, it's about cats, clearly. It's fine, don't worry about it. I'll get some myself on the way back from school.
But since I'm the one who gave all the milk away, I should be the one to buy more, shouldn't I?
Don't worry about it. I meant to buy some things from the convenience store anyway. This'll give me an excuse to finally do it.
Ah, I see. How clever.
Not really. Anyway, I'm heading out now. Okay, so let's try a different text box style. Ooh! Well, that one's easier to read. Now I have to have a look what they all are. Ooh. Okay, no, not on that one. Hmm. That one's harder to read, but I do like the strawberry sundae thing. That one. We're going with that one. You vote for 4. Which one was 4? Really? Really? You sure? You sure you don't want 2? 2 is okay as well. I like 2. It's a darker pink. It's a better contrast for me reading. Though it does now clash with my red mic, unfortunately. But yeah, 1 was not good. Okay, let's... Now the mic looks like a strawberry. Okay. Not really. Anyway, I'm heading out now. This Monday morning really is the same as the last Monday morning. And the one before that. And the one before that. Nothing out of the ordinary has happened, and it'll probably stay that way. Famous last words. Horoscopes? What a load of nonsense. School is dull, just as always. I try to focus, but it's a sunny day, and the characters in my textbook start blurring together. I rub my eyes with the back of my arm, but it makes no difference. What's wrong with me today? Window seats like mine are regarded with great jealousy by my fellow classmates. Hang on, I just have to go and close a window or something. I'll be right back. Of course, the neighbourhood arseholes are having a party again. Sorry, I had to go close the door to at least mute some of their sound. It was distracting. Yeah, window seats like mine are regarded with great jealousy by my fellow classmates, but I hate sitting here. These seats are good if you want to waste your education staring into the sky, trying to look mysterious, but they're not so good if you actually want to take notes. When lunchtime rolls around, I end up sitting alone, as per usual. Yeah, I should probably post the game info. There we go, if you want to buy this game. The room fills with chatter, but I don't say a word. My lips remain clamped together. I only open them so I can eat my lunch. It's not like I'm lonely or anything, so please don't misunderstand. I'm not being bullied either. I could go talk to people if I wanted to. I just like being on my own. My mother's pretty famous, so I get asked questions about her a lot. It's always, "Your mother is so pretty, Ree," or "Could your mother introduce me to your mother, Ree?" Or "Just how rich is your mother anyway, Ree?" It's never, "How are you today, Ree?" or "Could you help with my homework, Ree?" or "Did you catch that TV show that was on yesterday evening, Ree?" Nobody asks me about me. That's probably because they're not interested in me. I learnt that a long time ago. My horoscope this morning might have said something about making new friends, but I don't want any friends, new or old. In all honesty, I can't stand other people. Fair enough. How's everyone doing? It is a fine Thursday in mid-June. My God, how is it June already? How's it mid-June already? Ah! Oh, llama! 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 There's a pink fluffy llama. I think they should be finished by now. Yeah, it feels like it should be March. Exactly. I put my pen down and get to my feet, stretching. Oh no, there's 2 llamas! There's a blue llama on top! Look! So cute. Or purple. The bones in my arms click alarmingly. I wonder if I should take this as a sign. Maybe I should drink more milk. Well, that's not my fault. I try to drink my milk, but somebody keeps getting in the way. Does Dad care about the homeless cats that stalk our streets more than he cares about me, his only daughter? I wouldn't put it past him. He goes berserk over anything small, cute and fluffy. Well, I brought some milk on the way home from school, so I guess I can have a glass of it now. It wasn't the only thing I bought either. I also picked up some butter, cocoa powder and eggs. Sounds like cookies or cake. Most people don't know this. I don't have anyone to tell, but I really like baking. It's a hobby I picked up from Dad since he's always in the kitchen. I didn't go to kindergarten when I was a kid. I stayed at home with Dad and he looked after me. I was too small to see over the tops of the kitchen counters back then, so Dad got me a stool to stand on. I don't need that stool anymore, but I think we still have it lying around the house somewhere. Dad isn't the most reliable of people, but he was a good teacher. Some might question the safety of giving a 4-year-old girl a sharp knife or letting her stir soup over the oven, but Dad kept a careful eye on me and I never cut or burnt myself. He taught me a lot of useful things, like how to peel potatoes, how to cut onions without crying, and how to tell when chicken is cooked all the way through. Harry! I have Mike. It's red and shiny. And clashes horribly with the pink game, but I don't care. How are you doing? It's been ages. Sorry. Just had to reply to something. Oh, you're cooking. Ooh, what are you cooking? This game is a lot about food. Sorry, that was rude. Just wanted to reply to something. There's a fly buzzing around. It is a ray, indeed. How to cut onions without crying and how to tell when chicken is cooked all the way through. Baking was always my favourite though. I liked sprinkling flour over the counters and rolling out dough with a wooden pin. I especially like cutting out shapes in the dough with all the different cookie cutters Dad has stashed away in the kitchen cupboards. I used to feel rewarding when the cookies or pies or pastries Dad and I made came out of the oven, piping hot, ready to be eaten. Hi, SK. I enjoy baking. I still enjoy baking now. That's what I was doing earlier before I made a start on my homework. I saw these cute cookies on a TV show that looked like little chessboards set with alternating black and white squares. As soon as I saw them, I knew I had to try making them. The sweet smell of warm dough that drifts from downstairs is delicious. It's almost like it's calling out to me. I hum to myself in higher spirits than usual as I head downstairs. I wonder what I should eat my cookies with. Oh, they look nice. Milk's always a good choice. Warm cookies fresh out of the oven, so hot they scald the fingertips, are even more delicious when paired with cool, refreshing milk. But maybe I could try coffee instead. The bitterness of coffee beans mixed with the sweetness of the cookies would create a great contrast. Then again, hot chocolate might be nice too. There's so many options, it's hard to pick just one. But when I open the kitchen door, I see something, or someone rather, who definitely shouldn't be there. It's a girl. She looks about my age, maybe slightly younger. Her hair is short and blonde, curling around her face like a halo. I don't think I've ever seen someone with such pretty hair before. Her hair isn't the only unusual thing about her, though. Far from it. Is it just my imagination, or does she have curly horns protruding from the top of her head? And just there, peeking out from the bottom of her skirt, is that a tail? Okay, what voice am I doing? I don't know what voice to do. I don't really want to do too high-pitched squeaky because my throat. Human food is really delicious. I look at the oven. The door is wide open and the tray of cookies that should be baking inside it is not. Someone must have stolen my cookies. With my incredible deductive skills, it doesn't take me very long to work out who the culprit is. Hey, who are you and what do you think you're doing in my house? The girl blinks. Her eyes are bright red like precious jewels. Her eyelashes, however, are so pale they're almost white. If those eyelashes weren't there to offset her burning irises, I might be frozen to the spot or turned to stone. The girl crunches the last cookie, my cookie, between her teeth. Swallows. Then she gets to her feet and stabs an accusatory finger in my direction. What are you doing here? Why is she talking like I'm the one that broke into her house? Doesn't she have any decency? Judging by her ridiculous outfit, maybe not. What do you mean, what am I doing here? What are you doing here? I came on an important mission. To eat the cookies I just made? No, that was just collateral. What are you talking about? I'm saying you're very, very lucky. Ahem. My name is Licia Dia Valis, and I am a demon from the deepest, darkest depths of hell. I was sent here to reap your soul. Silence descends. I stare at her. She stares back. Of all the ridiculous things, I certainly didn't expect that. My soul? That's right. However, since I'm a nice demon, I'll give you another chance to redeem yourself. I'll stay with you for a week. If you can make me something nice to eat every single day, then I'll let you live. Feed me, or I'll reap your soul. How does that sound? Is she seriously asking me that? She's asking me what I think. Okay, what on earth are you talking about? Or I unquestionably accept everything. Okay, I unquestionably accept everything. Oh, alright, you're a demon. I get it. That makes complete sense. I know, right? It's all very simple. Don't give me that. Of course I don't believe you, you idiot. Ow. What was that for? You didn't need to flick me. I'm perfectly within my rights to flick you. You just broke into my house, and now you're telling me you're a demon. What did you think I was going to do? If anything, I'm being too lenient with her. I should probably call the police. I should have known this would be difficult. You humans are all blockheads. You're unable to see the truth even when it's staring right at you. That's what Mum and Dad say, anyway. What truth is she talking about? I see no other truth other than the fact this girl is breaking the law. If you don't make me lots of delicious food, I really will reap your soul. I'm not kidding around. I'm being serious. Is my soul so cheap it's only worth a few cookies? Granted, they were pretty nice cookies, at least I assume they were, since I never actually got to eat any of them, but still. I'd like to think that a genuine human soul carries a higher price than that on the black market. Otherwise I might start questioning the worth of my own life. Of course not. Human souls are precious things. That's why I'm asking you to let me stay here. If you don't want me to steal your soul, then you should try and make me lots of delicious food to balance out the books. You say that, but I think you're just being greedy. Maybe. We can't get what we want in life unless we ask for it. That's what Lucretia tells me, and she's super smart. She's made a killing on the stock market. I don't know who this Lucretia person is, but I don't ask. I have other things on my mind. Agree. Let's be agreeable. I look Alicia up and down, frowning. What can I say to her? I don't know if this is a prank or not, but she seems awfully committed. Moreover, she does have those horns and that tail. There's a chance they could be fake, but... A sudden shiver snakes down my spine. There's something strange about this girl's tail. Stranger than the fact she has a tail to begin with, I mean. It isn't sitting there static like a piece of plastic or a cheap prop in a school play. It's moving. The tail that peeks out from the back of her skirt is unmistakably pulsating, like something alive, something warm and fleshy with bones and muscles. As much as I want to, I can't believe this is just a prank. This girl really is a demon. A real demon. All right, Alicia. I suppose I'll listen to what you have to say for now. Yay! Does that mean you're going to make me lots of delicious food? Are you going to make me delicious food right now? No, there is still one hurdle you must overcome if you want to be welcomed into my family. A hurdle? That's right. It could be the biggest challenge you've ever had to face in your demonic little life. This Alicia girl may have met any manner of horrible ghouls and goblins and fallen angels in her time, but I doubt she's ever had to face a being quite as cynical, quite as sarcastic, and quite as terrifying as my mother. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. She looks like a regular Shirley Temple. Then again, maybe not. Her eyes are so big and her hair is so soft. She's just like a doll. And what did you say your name was, dear? Alicia? That's right. My name is Alicia Dia Ivalis. What a pretty name. It must be foreign. Where do you come from, dear? I come from Hell, of course. Hell? Is that in Norway? I think so. I've never been very good with geography. She looks Slavic, though, doesn't she? I must say I'm impressed. Your Japanese is perfect. Thank you. I've been studying. And why did you want to come to Japan? Because I want to eat lots of food. Ripri soul. You young girls and your imaginations. I was always playing fantasy games when I was little, pretending I could use magic and whatnot. I don't remember reaping any souls, though. Just men's hearts, right, Yuki? You know it. So, Alicia, are you going to be staying here long? Is this some part of some cultural exchange program? Aren't you listening? There's no cultural exchange program. She really is a demon. Don't be silly, Ree. She may be from Norway, but that doesn't mean she's a demon. That's right. Calling this young girl a demon just because her culture is a bit different from our own is too cruel. We didn't raise you to be so unaccepting. But she has horns and a tail. How'd you explain that? It must be a fashion trend. I've seen stranger things in magazines. Personally, I think those horns are really cute. They go nicely with your outfit, Alicia. Thank you very much. And she's polite too. What a perfect little lady. Perfect lady, right, yeah. If she really was perfect, she wouldn't have threatened to steal my soul. I think I'm fighting a losing battle here. For whatever reason, my parents seem fully dedicated to being as dense as possible. I would have expected this kind of behaviour from Dad, but Mum? Maybe she's just excited because she likes cute girls. She's really into idol groups. She says it's because she wants to keep track of all her opponents in the showbiz industry, but I think she's fond of them. It would have been nice if you'd told us that your friend from Norway was coming to stay with us, though we must see so slovenly greeting her like this. We haven't even prepared anywhere for her to sleep. That's because I didn't know she was coming here either. Well, no matter. What's done is done. We'd love it if you could stay with us, Leisha. It would be our pleasure. Ah, I'm so happy. Thank you very much. And just like that, Leisha, dear, if Alice, a demon who wants to root my soul, is invited to live in my house. And this is the premise of the story. Sadly, not cats and milk. Bria, what's that? That's my stuffed alpaca. Okay, I was close with Llama. His name is Jill. I know stuffed animals are a little childish, but I can't get rid of them. It was some of my best and only friends a few years ago, and throwing them out would be so sad. Oh, I see, and who is this? That's my other stuffed alpaca. His name is Koto. I see Koto and Jill. Huh? Jill looks kind of grumpy, don't you think? No, Jill is the one who's smiling. Koto's the grumpy one. And you'd be grumpy too if you killed your own father. He killed his father? That's right, it's a long story. I've spent a lot of time playing with those alpacas, so they have long, sprawling backstories that couldn't be explained without a full-length visual narrative, 2 animated spin-offs, several movies, and a slew of manga and light novels. And what's that, Ree? A clock? That's right, it's dead though. I need to buy some new batteries. And I don't plan on doing that anytime soon. The clock was a present from Dad, but it ticks way too loudly. It's impossible to get to sleep with that thing turned on. And what about all these books here? The ones on the top shelf are my English textbooks. The bottom ones are novels. Yeah, it's a sakura tree, I think. It's very pretty. Leisha picks up one of my books without asking and begins to flip through it. I think about scolding her, but I'm barely able to open my mouth when... Wow, how can you read all this? The writing is so tiny and there aren't even any pictures. Please, I'm 9 years old. I don't need pictures to keep my mind engaged. But it looks so dull. I'm getting tired just skimming through it. Then put it back. I didn't say you could riffle through my things, did I? I suppose not. Alicia giggles and slots my book back on the shelf. Irritatingly, she doesn't put it back in the correct place. I'm going to need to sort that out at some point. Maybe when she goes to have her bath. Having Alicia in my room, prodding and poking at every single little thing is an odd experience. I've never had friends stay over before, mostly because I've never had any friends and I'm not used to it. I don't like it when Mum or Dad come into my room, let alone a complete stranger. Well, so long as Alicia doesn't search into my bed, it should be fine. I can cope with at least this many unwanted intrusions. You know, I only really read manga. I like manga a lot. You do you? Yes, I like romance stories, especially ones with lots of roses and sparkles. I didn't realise manga was so popular in hell. Especially not girly romance manga. I don't even read those kinds of stories. Any manga has been getting more and more popular lately. But I didn't realise the market was that lucrative. Well, I don't know if it's popular in hell in general, but Mum also likes these kind of stories. We have a huge bookcase at home filled with volumes of Silky Mami and Violet of Versailles. Your mother likes that sort of thing? Yeah, she loves Japanese culture. We even have a bonsai tree in our garden. A pause. It keeps dying now since the air in hell is filled with sulphur. Does your mother also wear kimonos around the house and put chopsticks in her hair? She isn't really a kimono type of person. At least that's something. She prefers to dress up as cute characters from anime and manga. Oh no, it's even worse than I thought. Japanophilia is a scary thing. It just hasn't reached the Western world. It hasn't just reached the Western world, it's also managing to pollute hell itself. Why must I, a cute innocent girl of only 9 years, live in such a corrupt world? So is that why you can speak Japanese? That's right. Mum insisted. She said all of her daughters had to learn the language. I grew up watching anime and reading manga. I suppose that answers one question, then. I was beginning to worry whether conveniently Japanese was the most common language among the denizens of hell. Now I know Lisha, and by extent her family, must be a special case. What language do you usually speak in hell, then? English, of course. Of course. If you're in the business of ferrying souls, it makes sense that you speak one of the most common languages on Earth. Anyway, don't you think you should be going for a bath now? It's getting late. And I want to put my bookshelf back in order. I know that book still isn't in the right place and it's bothering me. Sure, I'm used to washing in sulphur, so having a bath in a human house sounds like fun. Far be it from me to judge, but bathing in sulphurous water does not sound appealing at all. In fact, it sounds downright dangerous. Are you going to come too, Ree? I will when you've finished up. But I thought all Japanese people bathed together. It's what my mother said. You wash yourselves in hot springs, right? They're like the ones in hell, but with less brimstone. People might bathe together in hot springs, but there isn't a hot spring in my house. We just have a plain, ordinary bathtub. But it's big enough to share, right? Even if it is big enough to share, I don't want to. Sorry to break it to you, but I don't feel comfortable having a bath with a complete stranger. Are you sure about that? I'm very sure, and there are no two ways about it. Okay. I'm very sure. I'm sure. I don't even need to think about it. I am not going to bathe with you. Why is Lisha being so insistent anyway? I hardly even know her. Clingy people are so annoying. But I'm not used to bathing by myself. I always do it with my sister. I'll be lonely in the tub on my own. Tough. You'll have to make do as best you can. Boo. Sorry. Well, it probably wouldn't be that nice bathing with you anyway. And what do you mean by that? My sisters are nice and kind to me, but you're a huge meanie. I bet you wouldn't even care if I got shampoo in my eyes. That's right, I wouldn't. I'd laugh at you for being stupid enough to get shampoo in your eyes in the first place. If you want someone to dote and coddle you like a baby, why don't you pester my mum instead? Oh my, did somebody call me? Mum, what are you doing here? I was just passing by. But it's like you appeared out of nowhere. Does my mother know magic? If that wasn't so ridiculous, I'd almost be tempted to believe it. Isn't it about time the two of you had a bath? It's getting late. I want to have a bath, but Ree's being mean. She won't bathe with me, even though I asked nicely, and I don't like bathing on my own. My, that is truly terrible. How could you be so cold, Ree? I'm not being cold. I have a right to refuse, and that is true. Well, it's a good thing I'm not selfish, unlike you. Would you like to share a bath with me, Lisha? What? I'm good at washing hair since I have so much of it. I'll be very gentle and won't get shampoo in your eyes. I just got an eyelash in my eye. Sorry. Eyelash. You promise? I promise. I'd never want to make a sweet girl like yourself cry. I'll be very, very careful. The irony. Now my eyes are watering. Yay! Thank you, Miss Yukini. It's not a problem at all, sweetheart. Ugh. Why does Mum have to bow to Lisha's wishes anyway? I can't remember the last time she bathed with me. Yeah, because you're 9 and it's weird. Not that I'm jealous or anything. I'm more than capable of looking after myself. Lisha lies on my bedroom floor, curled up on a futon Dad prepared for her. She smiles up at me, her eager eyes framed by her curly hair. I can't believe it. I finally got to go on a trip away from home. I'm so excited. I'm exhausted, given the events of today, but Lisha's comments catches my attention. Does that mean you've never left home before? No, I haven't. This is the first time. And don't your parents mind? They're not worried about you, are they? They won't come to my house looking for you and damn me and my family to hell for abducting their darling daughter, will they? The very last thing I want is for Satan and the illustrious bride of Satan, no doubt cosplaying as a Japanese high school girl, to turn up on my doorstep. Just what would the neighbours say? No, they won't. I told them I was going to go away for a while, so they shouldn't worry. I planned this trip lots and lots, and my sisters helped me too. Well, they'll probably worry a bit because Dad's very overprotective and I'm the youngest in the family, but it's fine. If I get homesick, I can just open up a portal to hell and go back any time I want. Oh, a portal to hell, that's good. How nice. Really? Of course not. I don't want you opening up any portals to hell inside my house. All kinds of weird things could call crawling out. Oh, you're right. I didn't think of that. That can happen sometimes. Well, it's no big deal. I just have to go into the forest and open up a portal there. Doesn't matter if a few birds or trees get incinerated in the process, does it? Incinerated? Just what kind of evil magic rests inside Lisha's little body? Do I even want to know? There we go. Do whatever you want. Just don't do it around other people. You could hurt them. Aye, aye, Captain. A small silence descends upon us, but I still can't relax. Everything about Lisha's existence invites questions, and I'm starting to get a headache. And how do you open this portal back to hell anyway? You don't need to murder any chickens and paint weird symbols on the ground in their blood, do you? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. What do you mean you're not sure? I've never done it before, so I don't know. But if you don't know how to make these portal things, how did you get out of hell in the first place? My big sister helped me. She's really smart. Jeez. My palm collides against my forehead with a dull thud. I think I lost a few brain cells there. I don't want to be rude or anything, but I get the feeling you're not very good at forward thinking. You might have a point. I put a lot of thought into this trip, though. Really? Yes, I heard the food in Japan is really good. You have all kinds of interesting dishes like sushi and ramen and beef balls and dango and those really cute fish-shaped pancakes stuffed with sweet red bean paste. Don't you mean taiyaki? Isn't that what I said? No, it isn't. There are lots and lots of things I want to do in Japan too. I want to see the falling cherry blossoms, and I want to see some real maids roaming free in the wild, and I want to see a schoolgirl running to her one true love with a piece of toast in her mouth and going, Kia! You can't believe everything you see in anime, you know. And what's this about maids roaming free? They're not cattle. Maids have thoughts and feelings too. And I really want to go to a festival and see some fireworks and eat candy floss and maki and dango and yasobi and takoyaki and corn cobs and sari and chocolate-coated bananas. You'll get sick if you eat all of that. I don't think there are any festivals going on here, any... I pause. Wait, I think there is a festival happening at the local shrine tomorrow evening. Oh, I know. I glare at Lisha. This timing seems a little too perfect. It's suspicious. How did you know? I already told you. I planned this trip carefully with my big sisters. Via looked all this stuff up for me on the internet. You can use the internet in hell too? Yup, isn't that convenient? The internet is so great. So let me get this straight. This demon girl decided to invade my home and disrupt my everyday life because of some wildly inaccurate anime cliches and the food. Is that it? What a farce. Day 2. Tuesday. Wow, can I really have this? Do you mean it, Ree? I sigh. I seem to be doing that a lot lately. It's not a present. I expect you to return it after the week is over. I know that, but it's so cute. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's only a school uniform. You say that, but it's not like the uniform I have to wear back home. The uniforms in hell are all black, and we have to wear blazers, and they're super boring. I'm so happy I decided to come to Japan. She giggles and does a twirl, her school skirts fluttering. Not only is your food delicious, but your uniforms are super cute too. It's nice that you're so easily amused. Perfectly honest, I don't want Leisha to come to school with me. I don't like it when people pay attention to me. And Leisha, with her horns on her tail, would definitely attract attention. Especially given she's so loud. I didn't think Mum would be able to enroll Leisha at my school so quickly, but I forgot one crucial detail. My mother can be very persuasive when she wants to be. Scruff just said, "For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday." I'm assuming that's a quote from some video game. All she had to do was flirt with Mr. Ogawa, the headmaster, for 5 minutes on the phone. This morning, and he was swayed. Oh, Street Fighter the movie. Fair enough. "Of course I'll let Leisha attend our school. The doors of Hikage Elementary are always open for international students. The importance of cultural exchange cannot be overlooked." I bet he said something like that. That man will do anything to score points with my mother. He'd probably shave off all his hair and paint his head purple if she asked. I'm going to look so adorable. I bet everyone will praise me. And that's precisely what I'm worried about. I'm starting to feel sick and I haven't even had breakfast yet. So, Leisha, do you like it? Don't pester Leisha like that, dear. This is her first day here and it may be her first time having a Japanese breakfast. Oh, I love her dress. You'll give her indigestion if you keep looming over her. Are you saying that I look that scary? You do when you wrinkle your face up like that. If I didn't know you better, dear, I think you were about to have a stroke. Oh no, I don't really have a frightening face, do I, Ree? I think Mum might have a point. You do look a little scary. No way, this is so embarrassing. How can I expose such a weak side of my character to our guest? You've never been one to hide your weaknesses, dear. They're abundantly clear at all times. But that's the most charming thing about you. Okay, you can be so cold. Then my parents really did name you well. I feel so ashamed. With a defeated whimper, Dad buries his face in his hands. While Dad writhes about in the throes of agony, Mum flips through her newspaper undeterred. Oh, and Kazuki, dear? Yes? Could you make me another cup of green tea? I'm all out. Ah, yes, I'll do it at once. Dad's face lights up. He takes Mother's empty cup and busies himself with the task. Dad's quite a simple person. I think he likes being ordered around. It makes him feel useful. It's probably why Mum and Dad get along so well, even though they're pretty different. So, Leisha, now that you can digest your food without a silly man breathing down your neck, that silly man being Dad, of course, who's so devoted to brewing Mum another cup of tea, he probably wouldn't break focus even if he was hit in the back of the head with an asteroid. What do you think? Do you like it? It's very peculiar. I've never had food like this before. I expected as much. Natto is an acquired taste. I wonder why Kazuki made natto of all things when there are so many other less aggressive breakfast options to choose from. I don't like natto that much either. It isn't the flavour I dislike, the smell and the texture. The stench of natto is so bad it's almost overpowering. The long glistening strands of fermented soybean that get stretched out when you move your chopsticks to your mouth look incredibly appetizing. I mean, ew. That sounds gross. Sorry. Even so, I'll still eat it. Natto is meant to be good for the immune system and it is a key part of traditional Japanese breakfast. I'm gonna have to Google it. Oh wow, it's a traditional Japanese food made from soybeans that have been fermented with some kind of bacterium. Ew. Yeah, it doesn't look nice, but I think it's fermented and the strings, it just sounded gross. I'm not sure about Leisha though. I know she said she wants to eat lots of Japanese food, and you can't get much more Japanese than natto, but most tourists hate it. If you don't like the natto, dear, I'll eat it for you. I always have room in me for more natto. Incidentally, natto is one of the only foods my brother will actually eat at breakfast. I think it's partially because of the health benefits and partially because her parents were crazy about the stuff. They made her eat it every single day when she was a young girl. They're still crazy about it, actually. I should know. They spent enough time with them and their endless supply of soybeans. No, it's alright. I think the natto is interesting. It certainly is interesting, but you don't have to eat it if you don't like it. I wouldn't want you to think that we enjoy torturing our guests. It would be bad for my reputation. I really don't mind. It's not torture at all. I live in hell. So I know all about real torture, and it's not like this. There's usually more blood and fire and screaming. Oh, so you're still playing that game? How cute! Why did Alicia have to say something so disturbing at the breakfast table, and why doesn't Mum seem to mind at all? I shudder. Alicia draws her chopsticks out of the bowl. A glistening thread of natto follows. It quivers in the air like a spider's web, only thicker and stringier and gelatinous. This food is nothing like I've eaten before. It smells strong, but the flavour isn't too overpowering, and since it's so stringy, it's fun to play around with. Besides, it tastes super good served on rice with this raw egg. Oh. And how could I forget about the fish? It looks cute and it tastes real good. Oh, I'm so happy. Japanese food is so good. I bet I could live to be 1,000 years old if I ate this every morning and I'd never catch a cold again. Yeah, raw egg, no. Lisha, I'm so happy. I was worried you wouldn't like it. I know a lot of people don't like natto, but it's an authentic Japanese food. Everyone has to try it at least once. It was a big gamble, but it seems it paid off. It really did. Thank you, mister. It's delicious. Of course, a clever girl like you would understand my cooking. From here on out, I'll be more than happy to make you my honorary daughter. Yay, I would love to. I sniff, prodding at my fish with my chopsticks. Sari said, oh, Sari's a fish. The Sari stares back at me, its eyes large and empty like portholes. Yeah, I can't deal with dead fish face. Take that off. I don't know why you're getting so excited. It's just natto. Oh, you're looking at a saddery. Did I make you jealous? Of course not. I'm not jealous at all. Alright, I just wanted you to know, even if Alicia is my honorary daughter, you're still my flesh and blood daughter, and I love you lots and lots. Whatever, sparing your sentimentality. I'm fine. Oh, sorry. And what are you looking at? I glare at my braised Sarah before stabbing it in the side of my chopsticks. That'll show it. Somehow. As expected, Alicia caused quite a stir at school, and I need tea, so I'll be back in a bit. I'm back. Wow, what did I miss? Oh, it smells similar to pungent cheese. No, thank you. Yeah, texture plays a big part in me liking food, and I couldn't have raw eggs anywhere near anything. So yeah, let's get back to the story. We're lit up, so we're on. Thanks for the host, Superboy. As expected, Leisha caused quite a stir at school. The whole class fixates on her when she introduces herself. I'd hate to be under the spotlight like that, but Leisha takes it in her stride. The stares of our fellow classmates, 30 pairs of eyes peering out of 30 skulls, don't even make her flinch. She delivers her introduction smoothly, a smile on her face, without a hint of nerves. I can't help but be impressed. If I didn't know about Leisha's true nature, maybe I'd be swept up by her charms too. After her introduction, Mrs. Tamura tells Leisha to take a seat next to me. I expected as much, but I still don't like it. People keep sneaking curious glances at Leisha from behind their textbooks, and since I'm sitting next to her, they end up looking at me too. Pinpricks run up and down my body, my arms itch, I shift in my seat awkwardly, uncomfortable, trying and failing to avoid their stares. What can I do to hide my face other than crawling under the table? My classmates mutter in the background, their words drifting through the air in a dull hum, like a hive of bees. You girl's so cute. I know, right? Her hair is so fluffy. My, she looks just like a model. How lovely. I wonder if she's going to come to the festival this evening. That would be nice. So I'll be able to see her in the yukata? I'd rather go to a festival to candy floss, not look at girls. Cuckoo, and that's why you'll never become a true man. But I'm a girl. Can't believe she's staying with Sakuraba. I didn't know Sakuraba had a friend in Norway. I didn't know Sakuraba had any friends at all. I blushed, dropping my head and trying to focus on my isosceles triangles. But it's all in vain. Even the isosceles triangles can protect me now. If the hive of bees hummed with latent interest during class, they all but swarm around Leisha when lunchtime finally rolls around. The amount of attention she's getting is crazy. It's almost like she's a celebrity. At least they're leaving me alone. Leisha, your hair is so soft and smooth. What kind of shampoo do you use? I don't really know. I've washed in sulfur every day back in hell. Sulfur? Is that some kind of Norwegian shampoo? I don't think so. So it's imported from somewhere else then? It sounds so fancy. Are your family really that rich? Wow, my dad is one of the 72 Earls of Hell. He's quite important, I guess. He got promoted a while ago though, so he doesn't reap souls now. It's just paperwork instead. Does that mean your dad is royalty? I guess so. Wow, so you're like a Norwegian princess, a real genuine princess. Why are my classmates all accepting of this nonsense so easily? Are they all stupid, or is something more sinister going on? Maybe they think all Norwegian people are eccentric. I'm sorry, Norway. I'm sorry you're being so badly misrepresented by this annoying girl. So what's Norway like? Are there lots of hot springs? And moose? And snow? Yes, there are lots of hot springs in hell. They're really, really hot too. If a human fell into one, it would probably sear the skin straight off their bones. Wow. Norway sounds so dangerous. Of course it's dangerous. That's where heavy metal comes from. Metal? Hey, Alicia, can you say something to us in Norwegian? I don't really know any Norwegian. Don't be modest. I want to hear. Me too. Could you possibly say hello in Norwegian, or maybe how are you? Or, big sister, your ribbon is crooked. Well, now, let me see. I'm going to reap your soul. She said something in Norwegian. She's so cool. She's like a real princess. And what are those things on your head? Are they fashion accessories? No, not really. They're my horns. All demons have horns. Wow, Norway sounds so incredible. But I already told you, I don't know anything about Norway. This admission isn't enough to stop our classmates from fawning over her.
They're asking her so many questions, I don't think they care about the answers. People might even be stupider than I thought.
Rory, I'm hungry.
How can you be hungry? You had 3 helpings of rice at breakfast.
I know, but that was hours and hours ago and I'm hungry again.
Then you should have had something to eat at lunch.
I wanted to, but it was impossible. There were so many people asking me questions I couldn't even leave my desk.
Well, I guess she had a point. For a girl who came to Japan to eat a lot of food, having to skip lunch must have been painful.
I'm sorry, but if you're hungry, you'll have to wait until dinner.
What? But I'm hungry now.
And where do you suggest I'm going to get food for you? There aren't any restaurants nearby. We'd have to take a detour to get to the convenience store.
I know, but you could always shake some of those trees for fruit.
But they're not fruit trees.
Well, I thought all trees in Japan were cherry blossoms. Again, Alicia's ignorance about Japan astounds me. What do they teach kids in hell nowadays?
There may be a lot of cherry blossom trees in Japan, but they don't usually bear any fruit.
What, really?
Yes, really. Why would I lie about something like that?
That's not fair. If cherries don't grow on them, they have no business calling themselves cherry blossoms. That's false advertising. I'll sue them.
How are you going to sue a tree?
I don't know, but I will. My dad is one of the 72 Rules of Hell, so everyone has to listen to him.
Good luck with that. Forgive me if I don't cheer you on.
Everyone's been wrongly assuming Alicia hails from Norway, but I think her outlook on life is far more American.
By the way, those trees aren't even cherry blossoms, they're elms.
Stupid elms. She glares at one of the elm trees as though its mere existence offends her. With a small pouch, she stalks towards it and gives it a sharp kick. Ow!
Are you alright?
I'm fine, my foot hurts though. What did you expect? If there's one thing evolution has taught us, is that you shouldn't pick a fight with things that are bigger than you. If you get hurt, you only have yourself to blame. That stupid tree. I'll rip its shoal and send it to hell.
Do trees have souls?
All living creatures have souls. The tree is alive, so I can kill it.
Not by kicking it, though.
Maybe not, but I will get my revenge one day. Do you hear me, Mother Nature? I, Alicia de Villas, will not be defeated so easily. Is she actually shaking her fist at the sky? For what purpose? What does she think she'll gain from this?
Yes, I believe in you.
Now don't make a scene, you'll bother the other pedestrians. Okay, Ree, I'll be good.
Good.
But, I really am hungry.
And I already told you should wait until dinner. Besides, I thought you wanted to go into that festival later.
Does that mean you'll take me?
I think I might have walked into that one. I didn't say I'd take you, but you shouldn't eat too much if you want to go. You won't be able to eat all the food at the festival later.
Foo, don't be ridiculous, Ree. I'm always hungry. All girls have 7 different stomachs, you know. I thought the saying was girls have another stomach for sweets, not 7 of them. That thought is actually kind of disturbing.
And I think you're forgetting something very, very important.
What's that? Ah, wrong way round. If you don't give me something delicious to eat every day, I'll reap your soul.
Oh yes, silly me, how could I forget? You said that several times now, but I don't understand. What does reaping my soul actually involve? Do you need to fill out a lot of paperwork first, or are demons allowed to reap whatever souls you want?
Wow. She ponders. She comes to a halt, standing by the riverside like a statue. The expression on her face is unusually serious. The wind stirs the elm trees, making their leaves rustle. Why is it taking her so long to reply? Is the answer something so terrible not even a demon can stand to think about it? I swallow. All of a sudden my throat feels dry. My hands tremble at my sides and I have to clench them into fists to still them. I don't know much about demons, but having my soul reaped kind of sounds painful. I wonder if she has a scythe. Since she has horns and a tail and can open up portals between different worlds, I wouldn't be too surprised. Alicia seems like a bit of a simpleton, and that's to put it lightly, but it's an inescapable fact that she is a demon. She might have all kinds of strange and mysterious and arcane powers at her disposal. To be honest, I don't really know. All of a sudden, the tension collapses like a poorly made pie crust.
What do you mean you don't know?
I said I don't know, and that means I don't know. I've never reaped the soul before, so I'm not sure what would happen to you if I did it, or how to go about it. Don't tell me. Does this mean the whole I'll reap your soul shtick was just for show? Well, now I feel foolish. Why do I ever find cause to fear this idiot? You're not mad at me, are you?
No, I'm not mad. I don't know why I was expecting anything else.
I'm sorry if I disappointed you.
I'm not disappointed, just exasperated. If you really want to eat something, I guess I can oblige for now.
Anything to shut her up. Really? You mean it? I guess you did come all this way to eat food. You're still going to eat dinner first, though. That's fine, and I won't take no for an answer. Hey, Dad, I'm home. We returned safe and sound despite the provocations of those wicked elm trees. You know, if you talk like that, people are going to think there's something wrong with you. But you use big words all the time, Rhea. I thought maybe that was normal, so I tried to copy you. When have I ever spoken like that? You may have a point. I sighed, bending down to take off my shoes. I only managed to get one of them, the right shoe if you're interested, when I'm interrupted by a sudden yell. Really, welcome back. I miss you so much. Was I for day and when I have you so much. Really, so welcome back. I missed you so much. How was school? Did you have a good first day? And did Ree take care of you? And did you make any new friends? I hope you had a good time and everything went well. Maybe it was hard if Japanese is not your first language, but I'm sure you tried your best and I'm very proud of you. Wow. He's not creepy. He's very enthusiastic. Lisha blinks. She stands there motionless, overwhelmed. Yes, my name is Lisha. It's nice to meet you. Dad, you're talking way too fast. Lisha can't understand you. Also, you're hurting me. Can you let me go, please? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ree. Dad laughs awkwardly and reaches me. His face flushes the same pink as his hair. You should get your act together, Dad. I know. I'm so sorry. I was overexcited. I got carried away. Well, don't. You should learn to control yourself. Yes, Ree, you're also sensible and you're not even a teenager yet. You must get it from your mother. I have to be sensible. You never are. That's probably true. Anyway, I actually have a present for you two girls. Oh, a present? This at least is enough to break Lisha out of her trance. I, on the other hand, am less enthused. Dad's presents are always kind of, strange. I think it's because he gets bored sitting at home by himself all the time. He likes doing housework, but there's only so much housework you can do in a day, and I don't think he likes working when there isn't anyone there to praise him, or conversely to scold him for making mistakes. Dude is so codependent. As such, he spends a lot of time on his hobbies, and I'm the one that has to pay the price. Did you really make a present for me? It's all for me? Of course it is. I'd never leave you out. Why, I see you as a second daughter. Yay! That show was fast. You've only known her a day. But I feel like we have a spiritual connection that goes beyond that of words. Oh, please. Naive men like my father, who is so quick to trust absolute strangers, will all get taken advantage of eventually. I hope he doesn't fall foul of a pyramid scheme someday. That would be really depressing. Well, he has Mum to keep him in line, so I guess it should be fine. Oh, it looks like Dad's still talking. I don't know your exact measurements though, so you might need to model it for me. Model? Does that mean I can't eat it? Well, you could eat it if you want to, but it might make you sick. This is something you wear, not something you eat. Oh no, it's just as bad as I thought. Oh dear God. Oh, in fact, it's even worse than I thought. Though those bats are adorably cute. Why is it so frilly? I don't know. But I think it's adorable. Oh, it looks wonderful, just like I thought. I guess there are some things even I'm good at. Dad wipes his hands with the back of his eyes. Wipes his eyes with the back of his right hand. Is he crying? I wish I still had my camera. I want to commemorate this moment forever. You're both so cute. We'd still have the camera if you hadn't dropped it into that tank with all the stingrays when we went to the aquarium. Yeah, they were so cute. My heart was just completely overwhelmed. And so was the camera. Well, it's all right. Even if I can't take a photo, I can still appreciate this moment. But why maid dresses? I don't get it. I know Dad likes sewing, but this is going too far even for him. I don't dislike wearing Dad's clothes, but he tends to favour the feminine and frilly, and his outfits are never very practical. They're too thin in the winter, but they get hot and stuffy in the summer. Out of all the strange outfits Dad's made for me over the years, however, this one takes the cake. All the cake. Even the last crumb. I'm not really sure. I just had a sudden urge to make something new. I need to challenge myself or my skills will get rusty. Sorry. You must have been really bored lately, Dad. Maybe a little. Yuki's been so busy with work. Director Sandu. Satu. Right, Satu. He sounds kind of strict. My Yuki hasn't had a single moment's rest since she's met him. Hence the maid's dresses? Yes, cake. Well, it gives me something to do. Anyway, I couldn't let an opportunity like this slip by. Alicia is adorable. She's just like an angel. An angel. If only Dad knew. I knew I had to dress her up or I'd regret it for the rest of my life. They're kids, not dolls. Sorry. And I'm really glad you did, Mishta. I've never worn something so adorable before. I'm so relieved you like it. I poured all myself into these dresses. They're embroidered with my sweat, blood and tears. Ew. I know he doesn't mean it literally, but that's still kind of gross. Anyway, since this dress suits you so perfectly, I'll let you have it. Wow, really? Yep, I made this dress for you and it wouldn't suit anyone else. It's all yours. That is if you like it. You don't have to accept it if you don't want to. I don't want to force you. No, it's fine. It's super cute. I love it. Thank you, Lisha. Thank you for accepting the whims of this old man. I know they just annoy Ree. It's only annoying because you're so insecure. Well, maybe, Actually, I made a few more outfits for you, too. You can try them on whenever you want, if you want. Do whatever you like with them. You can wear them or even cut them up and use them as dish rags. They won't mind. I would never do such a heartless thing. They're far too pretty for that. Ah, thank you. And I even made you a yukata just in case you wanted to go to that festival tonight. You did? That's right. Don't feel like you have to go though. It's just a small festival. They only hold it so they can collect enough money to repair the holes in the temple's roof. Ree used to love festivals, but I think she's grown out of them a bit now. I haven't been to a festival with her in a while. I kind of miss it. You're like a kid yourself, Dad. Maybe you're right. Don't worry, Misha. I want to go to the festival too. You do? That's right. I don't care what I'm meant to be celebrating. I just want to celebrate food. A fitting answer for a heathen like you. Ah, she's great. I'm so lucky. I'm glad I decided to reap your soul, Ree. So this girl threatens to reap my soul, and Dad repays her by sewing her a whole wardrobe of fancy outfits and offering to take her to a festival. Where's the justice in that? Well, I take the hem of my dress in my hands and flutter it back and forth. I'm going to be Alicia's chef for the rest of the week, so having something to cook in might not be bad. At least it'll stop the rest of my clothes from getting dirty. As for the festival, I can worry about that after dinner. Lisha, can you pass me the mirin sauce? Sure, here you go, mister. Thank you. Eating at a full table really is relaxing. It makes the food taste even better than usual. I can feel the tension disappearing from my body. Tension? What tension? You hardly ever leave the house. I may be a bit of a homebody, but I still do all the cooking and cleaning. That counts for something, doesn't it? I guess you work hard in your own way, Dad. I'm not sure if that was a compliment or not, but I'll take it. I think that looks better. Though obviously I can't eat prawns. Dinner tonight looks delicious. I think Dad might have outdone himself, probably because he wanted to show off to our guest. The main dish is fried shrimp covered in a light layer of crispy tempura batter. The batter sticks to the curled comma-shaped shrimp, softening their light pink skins with a brown glaze. The fried shrimps are accompanied with fried pumpkin, sweet potato and shiitake mushrooms. The batter gives the fresh vegetables a light crunch and it feels especially satisfying when I bite into the soft, yielding flesh of the pumpkin. The shrimps and vegetables are sprinkled with salt to enhance the flavour, and there's a small dish of mirin sauce to dip the food into. A variety of sides accompany the main dish: a refreshing cucumber salad, a small bowl of meat and potato stew, a large helping of brown rice. Dad's always been a good cook, but the combined textures and flavours of all this food, the crispy tempura, the soft rice, the crunchy cucumbers, is almost ridiculously delicious. Yeah, this is basically food porn. I did know that. I was expecting more desserts. I want more cakes of food porn. But, yeah. Dad's going to make food like this every time I bring a friend over. Maybe I should start doing it more often. At least I would if I had any friends. This is so good. Can I have seconds, please? Of course, you can have as much rice as you want. Yay, Japan really is the best. I kind of wish Yuki was here to try this, though. She always liked fried pumpkin. Can't you save some for her? I already did, but leftovers never taste as good as fresh food. It'll lose some of its flavour. Well, it can't be helped. Mum's busy. She works hard for all of us, so we should try to support her. I know that. I do support Yuki in her endeavours. At least I try to. I love her, really. I just miss her a little, that's all. Oh well, what can I do? There's no sense in complaining. That won't change anything. Here you go, Alicia. I gave you an extra large helping since you seem to have a big appetite. I hope you enjoy it. I will. Thank you so much, mister. You don't need to call me that, you know. Just Kazuki is fine. Okay, Kazuki. Really, thank you from the bottom of my stomach. Isn't the correct expression from the bottom of my heart? But Dad doesn't even mind these minor details. He looks so happy he could be a little kid, not a grown man. I don't know if I've seen him smile like this in a long while. Is it because Alicia? For a demon, she might not be that bad after all. Sure, she's going to make me for a dessert, Ray. And I was hoping she'd forget about that all after having dinner. This girl's stomach must be like a bottomless pit. Maybe I should start taking notes on her strange demonic behaviour and then submit them to a TV station. We can make a show about it. My Demon and Me. The exciting true story of elementary school student Sakuraba-ri's encounter with the devil. Now I wonder how much money I'd get out of that. Hey Ri, your eyes look all funny. What do you mean? What's wrong with them? I don't know. I thought I saw some strange symbols in them. Ah, of course you did. Of course you didn't. Don't be silly. But I still don't know what to do about dessert. I really don't know what Alicia likes. Well, she seems to be the kind of person that'll eat anything. I shouldn't think about it too much. Oh, definitely bake or something. I want to see cake. Oh, are you wearing that dress I made you, Ri? That's right. Does that mean you like it? Did I do a good job for once? I don't dislike it, but I wouldn't choose to wear it into normal circumstances. But you're wearing it now, aren't you? Because I'm going to bake something and I don't want my clothes to get dirty. Oh really? That sounds like fun. Do you want me to help? Of course you can. The more the merrier. Thank you. I used to bake with Ri all the time when she was little, but she's been getting more and more independent lately. I miss spending so much time with her. That's because I think be able to get better if I kept following your instructions. You need to do things on your own if you want to improve. That might be true, but it sounds kind of sad. There's nothing wrong with relying on others, right? And at any rate, helping out might make me feel slightly less useless. Haha. Well, when you say something like that, how can I turn you down? You sound more and more like your mother every day. Not that that's a bad thing. You'll never get hassled into donating ridiculous sums of money to various charities on the street like I do. Anyway, I'm going to get changed. Changed? Do you have correct dress too? Not quite. I don't know if you'd opposed to your idea, but making clothes for myself isn't as much fun as making them for other people. So what are you going to wear, Mr. Kazuki? Why, a cute apron, of course. It's a must for any aspiring chef. With this dramatic announcement, Dad opens a drawer and pulls out one of his trusty aprons from his large and ever-expanding collection. Naturally, the apron is pink, like 80% of the others. For some reason, Lucia looks impressed by this. Wow, you look so cool. Ah, I don't know about that, but thank you all the same. Anyway, what kind of thing did you want to bake? Something sweet. I want to eat lots of sweets. I see. In that case, I think I have an idea. Why don't we make some apple rose tarts? Sounds good. As long as we get those pictures. Oh, they're so cute! Alicia sighs as she takes the tray of freshly baked tarts out of the oven, her hands enveloped in a pair of onion rings. She looks so happy my heart starts to melt. Her happiness must be contagious. Kind of like the plague. Wow, now that's pretty demonic. Are you alright, Alicia? Be careful, they're hot. It's fine, Kazuki, I can do at least this much. Her eyebrows furrowed in concentration, Alicia carries the tray across the kitchen and sets it on the counter to cool. Ooh, they do look pretty. The honey aroma of freshly baked pastry hangs in the air, mingled with the sweet scent of apples. It makes me feel as though I'm standing in the middle of an enchanted orchard. The rose tarts themselves look especially cute, exceptionally cute, curled up in their separate slots on the baking pan. Their petals, crafted from thin strips of bright red apple, make them look like real flowers. It's just as Dad said. These tarts really do look like snacks fit for an elegant princess, or else a wandering forest sprite. They're the kind of tarts you can imagine the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland coveting. Can I try one? Can I? Of course you can. They're nice to look at, but they're even nicer to eat. Yay, then I'll just help myself. Oh no, not quite so fast. Dad reaches forward, brushing Alicia's fingers away from the pan. For one thing, the pan is still hot. For another, we need to think a bit more seriously about the presentation. Presentation? Yes, I still need to add some finishing touches to make this a truly delicious treat. Just stand back and leave everything to me. So basically, he wants to help, and he comes in and takes over. The apple rose tart sit elegantly on a white plate, the pastry light and crispy. The apples braised light brown, just waiting to be eaten. Dad was right. When it comes to food, he always is. The rose tart's much more appetizing, freed from the confines of the baking pan. It looked plenty appealing back then too. Wow, I've never seen anything more adorable before. I thought you said my school uniform was the most adorable thing you'd ever seen. And then after that, the city maid outfits. That's right, they're all the most adorable. But they can't all be, this isn't possible. Anything is possible if you just believe. Alright, you two, you can start eating now. They'll get cold if we dally any longer. But they look so cute, I feel guilty eating them now. That's very flattering. But isn't that why we made them in the first place? I'm sure, right now, more than anything in the world, they want to be eaten by you, Alicia. And right now, more than anything in the world, I want to make a lot of money, but we can't all have what we want. Are you sure? Of course. I bet these tarts would consider being eaten by you a privilege since you're so cute. Thank you, Kazuki. It sure seems like you two are getting along well. Oh, and you're really cute as well, Ree. That should go without saying, given you are your mother's daughter. Yes, I think Ray is very cute too, even if she just pouts all the time. That's none of your business. Why should I care about your opinion? You're blushing, Ree. That's because what you're saying is embarrassing and unnecessary. But why can't I tell you that I think you're cute? I thought it would make you happy. Maybe it does a little, but it feels kind of weird. Weird? Anyway, Dad's right. If we keep talking, the tarts will get cold. Thank you for the food. I pick up a tart in my fingers, burning them as I do so, and take a bite. We used Fuji apples to make these tarts, popular throughout Japan for their uniquely sweet flavour and bright red coloration. The sweetness of the apples spreads across my tongue, punctuated by a satisfying dash of tartness that makes my mouth tingle. The pastry is delicate, light, buttery, and offset the flavour of the apples, while simultaneously adding an extra crunch to the already crisp apple skins. These tarts really are good. I've had them before, but I don't know if they've ever tasted quite so nice. Maybe eating food with other people really does make it taste better. I thought that was just one of the things Dad liked to say, a little sophism that encourages the importance of family meals. But there might be a germ of truth to it after all. These tarts are undeniably delicious, but it could be the sight of Alicia's face, wreathed in smiles as she samples her own tart, that gives it an extra special something. Don't try and update phone. I feel my cheeks heating up. Why am I getting so embarrassed? Watching other people eat has always felt strangely intimate to me. People eat food, it's like they let down their defences. Not that Alicia has many of those, and their true feelings shine across their faces. Sorry. I wonder what kind of face I'm pulling right now. I probably look like an idiot. Sorry, let's see what time it is. I've done a lot of talking on the last couple of streams. I thought I'd get close to an ending, but I don't feel like I'm anywhere near an ending. So, want to do a bit more, but I need to remember to drink my tea, otherwise I'm going to end up with no voice. I set my tart back down on my plate and reach for the mug of cinnamon tea. The mug is warm and it makes the tips of my fingers tingle, but not unpleasantly. The cinnamon tea itself is sweet. It also has a certain measure of spiciness to it. It makes my whole body feel warm, not just because it's hot, but because it feels comforting, I suppose. Cinnamon tea is meant to be good for you. That's what Dad says anyway. He told me it helps fend off common colds, which is why he brews it for me in the winter. I know lots of people don't like cinnamon. I like it. Maybe not in tea. I've not had a cinnamon tea. But I'm not opposed to cinnamon as a spice. Like hot lemon and honey with a bit of cinnamon in is really good. You also oppose cinnamon. Yeah, if you have hot water with honey and lemon and add a little bit of cinnamon, that is really lovely. And I use cinnamon in like cooking and cookies and stuff. Made little thumb jam biscuits, they had cinnamon in. Oh yeah, definitely a small amount. I mean, Jesus Christ, I know it's hot. You can get like cinnamon candy and it's like, ooh, it's probably a bit too much. I mean, it's not something I'd specifically pick out, but it's definitely something I would add to enhance flavour if the recipe said. But Daisy doesn't like cinnamon either. Seems like I'm in the minority of liking it. Which is fair enough. Oh, I really need to do something about my hair. It's just sort of fluffing everywhere. I have a full screen camera button now, and I was trying to get the focus right, which I can't. It's annoying me. Oh, I'm the majority. Fair enough. But it was just like my hair was just like sticking out everywhere. I know no one really cares, but I care. It was really fluffy. Do you like it? What do you think? I think it's really great. It's delicious. You're the best, Kazuki. Yay, thank you. I helped out too, you know. You could stand to compliment me a bit. Not that I really care or anything. I just can't stand the injustice, that's all. I'm sorry, I don't want you to feel left out. I think you did a really good job too. You're also the best. Yeah, it's the humidity, indeed. It's like floof, and it's so much hair right now. It needs to be a lot less hair, but that's not happening safely anytime soon. You're just telling me I'm wrong. No, when it comes to food, I get to have my own opinions because I have so many freaking sensitivities, and it's rare to find something that we'll actually like. So there we go. How can two people be the best? If you're going to compare us, one has to be better than the other. Oh, don't be so serious. I said you're both the best, so you are. Isn't that good enough? I feel the colour returning to my cheeks, though I wish it wouldn't. Even though I don't know why I'm blushing so much. Romance! I guess I'm not used to being complimented by people. Why does Lucia have to be so enthusiastic? It's embarrassing. I really want cream cheese. Oh, what's this? It smells heavenly in here. What a way to welcome me home from work. Ah, Yuki, welcome back. Mum stands in the doorway, her hair neatly styled as ever, her clothes falling around her body in elegant waves. She looks a little tired though, her face is paler than usual, despite being dusted with a layer of makeup. That director Satu must really be a slave driver. Despite this, Mum perks up when she smells the enticing aroma of apple rose tarts. I hope you save some for her. You don't mind if I try one of those tarts, do you, dear? I know I'm on a diet, but I've been rushed off my feet all day, and I could use something sweet. Of course I don't mind. Help yourself, Yuki. Are you sure? Didn't you make these for the girls? It's fine. They're so good. I want to share them with everyone. Says Lucia, who's demolished 5 of these tarts and has already started on her 6th. Oh, thank you, Lucia. That's very generous of you. Yeah, she's no problem. It even looks like you've managed to cheer Rhea up too. What? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Just a silly smile you try to hide behind your mug of cinnamon tea. My shoulders stiffen, my face turns red. Why is Mum so sharp? It's not my fault I'm smiling. I just can't help it. It's because Leisha is always invariably so nice to everyone. It's just not how I expected a demon to act, that's all. Though it's unexpected, I can hardly say it's unwelcome. In fact, I'm glad of it. While she annoys me on several counts, I think I like Leisha. I like her enough not to scold her for eating her 7th apple rose tart or talking with crumbs all over her mouth, so my affections must run rather deep. Maybe I could even imagine myself, and this is a purely hypothetical imagining, mind you, actually being her friend someday. Just maybe. Ree! Yes, what is it? It's going to get dark outside soon. So it is? And aren't you forgetting something? Forgetting what? That we have homework due tomorrow? No, not that. It's not important. I think Mrs. Tomorrow would beg to differ. She's quite a scary teacher. She might be short, but she takes discipline seriously, and her punishments are always fair. I don't think she'd go easy on Leisha just because she's the beloved foreign exchange student. But I want to go to the festival, Ree. I wanna go. And I want to finish my homework. We can't all have what we want in this world. But you can finish your homework anytime. I can only go to this festival once, and this is my chance, and you're ruining it. I want to wear the cute yukata Kazuki made for me. Well, I feel my resolve beginning to waver. It is true that homework isn't the most exciting thing in the universe, and it has been a while since I went to a festival. I don't really like festivals that much. They're far too crowded and noisy, and the smell of sweat and frying foods churns my stomach. Whenever I go to festivals, people step on my toes and my hair gets all knotted, and the only thing I can think of is going home, the safety of my own room. But I've never been to a festival with someone my own age before. If Lisha was with me, what would it be like? Would it be any different? Actually find me be fun? Come on, Ray, please. Please. Ray, Dad, what are you doing here? And what are you wearing? Sorry, Ray. I just like festivals too, you know. I know, you're so predictable. Did he really need to get all dressed up? I don't even know if I want to go. Whatever, let's go to the festival. Oh, they look adorable. She's got strawberries all over hers. Yay, a festival! We're going to a real festival! Leisha spins about a few times on the spot. The sleeves of her yukata flutter in the wind and she giggles. I thought Leisha's blonde hair might look kind of weird when contrasted with a traditionally Japanese item of clothing, but it suits her surprisingly well, even if it has been folded the wrong way around. I told her only dead people wore their yukatas like that, but she smiled and said since she came from hell, didn't that make sense? I dropped the subject after that. Arguing with Leisha is tiring. Dad picked up some nice colours and they suit the creaminess of her complexion. I doubt Dad's skills on most scores, but I shouldn't doubt his fashion sense. He's eerily perceptive when it comes to clothes. It might be a little embarrassing to admit, but Leisha looks kind of cute. My sweet angels, they're both so adorable. I think I have something in my eye. Dear, you're crying. I am? That's right. Would you like a handkerchief? Thank you, Yuki. It's been a long time since I went out with Ree like this, and to a festival too. I'm getting all emotional. There. If you need a shoulder to cry on, I'm here for you. Thank you, Yuki. Mum, incidentally, isn't wearing a yukata. Though her parents are really traditional, Mum's always preferred Western clothing. Maybe that's the reason why. She went through a rebellious period as a teenager, where she refused to wear anything other than pants or pencil skirts. She still hasn't grown out of it. She eats natto all the time, though. She can't get enough of it. My mum is full of contradictions, and why not? It's boring to be predictable. The four of us climb the series of stone steps that lead up to the temple. Lanterns are strung up through the trees, and they blink at us shyly. In less than 5 minutes, we make it to the temple grounds. I'm sure happy we came here. Are you happy, Ree? Well... I glanced about the festival grounds. Our temple is fairly small, and as Dad said, it's pretty old. The roof is filled with holes, and the woodwork is slowly being gnawed away by termites. Thankfully, it's dark now, so it's hard to see what a dilapidated state the temple is in. Not even the paper lanterns strung up in the trees and around the tops of the stalls are able to illuminate this sad fact. If you'd never seen the starry state of the temple under the morning sun like I have, you'd probably be tricked into believing that this place is nice. Well, I guess I don't have anything against this temple. Spending money at this festival might be a nice thing to do. A small act of philanthropy, you could call it. It's busy, like I thought it would be, but I can't see any familiar faces. I don't doubt some of my fellow classmates are in here somewhere, but the grounds are so packed out it's hard to pick apart individual faces in the throng. I don't like crowded places, but I'm glad for that right now. If I can't see my classmates, they can't see me. What a better place to hide a tree other than a forest. The smell of cooking food drifts through the air. Noodles and takoyaki and grilled sweet corn. Though I already ate, it's making me feel kind of hungry. All this shite man is making me feel hungry. I want to eat something right now. Don't you have any self-control? Not at all, and besides... She pokes my stomach. It growls in response like a baited bear, and I blush, batting her hands away. Judging by the sound of it, neither do you. I'm not hungry, that was just self-defense. Defense? Yes, because you poked me. That isn't fair. You biased the results. It was an outlier. You can try and deny all you want, but I can tell how you really feel. If you're hungry, you should come and eat something with me. That's right. It's not healthy to deny your body what it wants, really. Ha! She can talk. If you're too hard on yourself, you'll never truly be able to cut loose and have fun. Don't you agree, dear? That's right. You're plenty responsible as it is, really. You should let yourself act like the child you really are for once. Seeing you happy makes me happy too. But the food at the stores is overpriced. Maybe so, but your smile is priceless. Then will you let me buy whatever I want? Of course. Here you go, dear. Dad hands me a few notes and I pocket them. Thanks, Dad. I already have savings of my own, but I'm hardly going to turn down free cash. And she's 9! She shouldn't have to buy her own food. That's what parents are for. I think Dad's given me quite a bit too. How much does he think I'm going to eat anyway? Well, given Alicia's monstrous appetite, it must be at rank EX at least. It might be an adequate amount of money after all. You're such a doormat, dear. What do you mean? You're always handing out favours. You're so kind-hearted, but that's why everyone walks all over you. You like being stepped on, don't you? Please don't say things like that in front of Ria Yuki. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for me too. I don't want to hear my parents flirting, especially given their flirting is so, weird. It's no wonder I've grown up the way I have and my parents are so dysfunctional. At least they would be dysfunctional if they didn't seem to love each other so much. Okay then, if you really want me to go off and enjoy myself, I guess I have no complaints. Alicia and I will meet you at the gates after the fireworks, alright? That's fine with me. Have fun, dear. Your father and I will be sure to enjoy ourselves to the fullest too. With an eerie little giggle, links her hands with Dad. Now run along and don't spend your father's money all at once. He doesn't have much of it, you know. That was a low blow, Yuki. Don't worry, I'll try not to bankrupt Dad. Well, I can do my best, but Alicia doesn't seem to care about the finer points of human financing. She's already started to draw. Yay, food! Alicia and I walk away. We get lost within the crowds almost instantly. It takes me a few moments before I realise Alicia's arms are linked with mine. Oh, are they the famous taiyakis I've heard so much about? That's right, as much as you like. I don't mind if I do. Hey, be careful, those are still... Ow! Hot, I was going to say. 3-second rule? There is no 3-second rule. Food gets swarmed with bacteria the moment it hits the ground. Especially in a busy place like this. Does that mean I can't eat after all? I don't know why you'd want to make you sick. You'll be stone cold by now. It looks so sad like that. I feel guilty. It wanted me to eat it, but I betrayed its pure and honest feelings. I'm the worst. If you care so much about that taiyaki feeling, why are you planning to eat even more of them? I think that's even worse. You're right, I was being too sentimental, but now I've finally seen the light. I can't become too attached to one piece of taiyaki, or the others will get jealous. I should share my love evenly. Thank you for the fruit. And with this, she pops the second piece of taiyaki in her mouth. We get to see a piece? Ooh. This time she's prepared for how hot it is. She doesn't spit it out in surprise. Instead she chews on it, a smile slowly blossoming. across her face, and then she swallows. Is it good? It's delicious. You should try some, Ree. Alright. I take one of the sticks of taiyaki and turn it over in my hand. The taiyaki speared on the stick are fairly uniform, spherical shaped, smaller than a clenched fist, but bigger than a marble. Their skins are light brown and they're coated in taiyaki sauce, mayonnaise, spring onions, and dried bonito flakes. Ah! So I couldn't have these, I think that's chili. The savoury smell of the taiyaki drifts through the air. It's comforting and my stomach starts to rumble again. Ah! Embarrassed over my weakness, I bring a piece of teriyaki to my mouth and slip it off the wooden pick. The outside shell of the taiyaki is light and crispy, and the generous amount of mayonnaise and taiyaki sauce alleviates the dryness of the texture. It's warm, but not overwhelmingly so, and fills my mouth with an array of flavours. It's good, but there's one problem. The heart of the taiyaki, the most important bit, is barren and empty. It isn't chewy at all. There isn't any octopus inside my taiyaki. Yeah, what do you mean? It's hollow inside. The vendor didn't put octopus inside all the taiyaki. It was probably to save money. Octopus is pretty expensive. No way, that's your meme. Well, don't worry, Ree. As Alicia Dia, Ivala's daughter of the great Ivala's family, I swear on my good name that I will punish that conniving taiyaki vendor for shaming you so. Wait a minute, what do you mean? He will rue the day that he decided to trick us. Murder and arson are in a category of their own, but when a mere human thinks they can meddle around with food for a bit of money, that's truly unforgivable. Alicia, wait, come back! I reached forward, grabbing hold of her hand just in time. If I hadn't, who knows what she might have done. She looks scary. I don't think I've ever seen Alicia so obviously enraged before. Even her eyes are glowing. Does she really care about food that much? What is it, Ree? Do you want me to teach that? Don't you want me to teach that bad man a lesson? I don't really mind, to be honest. I just don't want to cause a fuss. Besides, the piece of taiyaki you had was fine, wasn't it? Well, that's true, but it isn't fair. Doesn't it upset you, Ree? That you had some octopus and I didn't? That's right. Since you were nice to me and let me come to the festival, it wouldn't be fair if you didn't get to eat any delicious octopus. I feel bad for you. That taiyaki vendor went too far tampering with my precious Ree's food. So I'm her precious Ree now? When did that happen? Well, I appreciate the thought, but I don't really care that much. I don't even like festivals. I came here for your sake, so it's much more important that you enjoy it. Does that mean you're not enjoying yourself, Ree? I wouldn't say that. I'm having a good time, actually. And that isn't even a lie to placate Lycia's wrath. I am enjoying myself, more than I expected to. Being with Lycia is exciting and, dare I say, fun? I've only known her a short while, but she's really grown on me. Kind of like a mushroom, but with more blonde hair. I just don't want you to make a fuss over me. I'm fine so long as you're having fun. Well, of course I'm having fun. Because of the food? No, Shelley, because you just said that you were. Lisa? Anyway, if your piece of taiyaki doesn't have any octopus in, there's only one solution. And what's that? Lisa smiles eerily in a manner that reminds me a little of my mother and spares another now cool piece of taiyaki from the container resting in my lap. You have to eat all the other taiyaki until we found one with a bit of octopus in it. And if there isn't any octopus in any of them, then that vendor's corruption really does run deep. Still, he will not defeat us. I have a backup plan. Night, Scruff. Sleep well. Really? Yep, we can just share the piece of taiyaki that I just ate. What? How can we share something if you've already eaten it? I'm not a bird. I am not a big fan of regurgitated food. Ah, it's simple. I can still taste that piece of taiyaki just a little, and I don't mind sharing that with you. Ah, now I see what she means. My face was red before. It must be like a beet now. No, thank you. I'll pass. I'm just fine. Delicious. The taiyaki was really delicious. It would have been the better if the vendor hadn't ripped us off, though. If they're octopus balls, she should put a bit of octopus in all of them. That's how the world works, I'm afraid. Capitalism is a sad thing. It brings out the worst in all of us, but is necessary for our survival. I don't really get it. It's fine, I didn't think you would. I forget that not all of us have read the Capitalist Manifesto by Alder and Kelso, 1958. Anyway, I'm still hungry. Still? After you ate all that taiyaki? That's right, the taiyaki was good, but I wanted something sweet now. You had something sweet to eat before you came here. But that was like 3 hours ago. I'm hungry. And I want to try more of the food at the festival. Can we, Ree? Please? Please? I wonder. So shaved ice might be nice, but dango might be better. Actually, I'm not very hungry. No, dango sounds good. Shaved ice sounds boring. Ooh, that looks nice. Oh, these are so cool. What are they, Ray? Chichi dango. They're dango. Dango? Alicia tilts her head to one side, pressing her index finger against her lower lip. I thought dango were around and you ate them with sticks like taiyaki. Some dango are around, but these are chichi dango. They're usually shaped in squares like this. Hi. Oh, I see. How innovative. Japanese food so interesting. Is it? I don't really understand Alicia sometimes. She gets excited by the strangest of things. Anyway, I'm going to try one. Thanks for the food. We're playing food porn today, so did you manage to get through your frustrating dinosaur footprints earlier with Banjo? The dango are a light pink colour like cherry blossoms and they're coated with rice flour. They look a bit like Turkish delight, which is not a big favourite of mine. They shine underneath the paper lights strung up around the festival ground, which makes them look even more appetising. Following Alicia's lead, I pick up a piece of dango, staining my fingertips with rice flour in the process, and pop it in my mouth. Dango is sweet, infused with the soft, subtle flavour of cherry blossoms. They're chewy, but not overly so, and it slides down my throat easily. Maybe it's like a jelly. I like that. Ah, so delicious. I'm so happy I could cry. Oh, that's a shame. Better look next time, I suppose. Please don't cry. I don't have a handkerchief on me and I wouldn't know what to do. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I see you're introducing Misha to the wonders of authentic Japanese sweets, Ree. My parents would approve. Mom? There are a lot of people around here are wearing Western clothes instead of the more traditional yukata. Mum still stands out. Mum always had to be the centre of attention wherever she goes. I guess that's where she became an actress. I can't think of any career more suited for her. Oh, that's good. She's holding a paper bag filled with pieces of light pink chichi dango in her arms. I should have known she'd be here. She's always loved Japanese food. And if Mum's here, then... where's Dad? He's over there. I think he's trying to catch some fish. Mum gestures vaguely with one hand, and I turn, and sure enough, I'm able to catch a glimpse of his light pink head of hair. Dad stands out in crowds too, but not because of his clothes, but because he's so very tall. Mum and Dad really do make a striking couple. I love her rainbow hair. At any rate, I'm glad you're enjoying your dango, Alicia. It's really, really good, isn't it? It's delicious. The flavours aren't very strong, but that's what makes it special. Indeed, if the flavour was any stronger, it might be overpowering given the texture is so chewy. The light flavour offsets the texture, so it doesn't become too trying on your palate. It does sound like Turkish delight. That's exactly right. The flavour complements the texture. So clever. Isn't it just? My mother used to make a lot of traditional Japanese sweets. Mochi, dafuku, manju, and she told me about them. Some of the cooking methods are rather complicated. It's all about trying to find a balance, achieving a perfect harmony between the flavour and the texture. Japanese cuisine sounds complicated. I need to study harder. I'd be more than happy to help you. I may not look it, but I know a thing or two about food myself. I used to love watching Mother when she made mochi for our New Year's celebrations. She didn't make cheap mochi from mochigama either. She pounded the rice herself. It was difficult work, but she said it was worth it for that authentic flavour. My mother didn't do things by halves. I think that's why she liked Kazuki so much. When I started dating him, he'd come over and help with the cooking. Mum probably thought, I wish my daughter was as helpful as this boy. Why couldn't he be my child instead? I'm sure my mother would like you too, Lisa. Do you really think so? Of course, she's a kind old dear. She doesn't have a bad word to say about anyone. She likes doting on people too. I'm sure she'll be especially interested in a girl who comes from the humble town of Hell. I don't know if Hell is all that interesting. We don't have nice food there. It doesn't matter. Mother would love to spoil you. You and Ree should go and visit her sometime. She probably gets lonely up in Onomichi. I want to visit her more often, but I don't have the time. Work has been so hectic lately. Don't forget, Alicia isn't going to be here for very long. We won't have enough time to go anywhere. Besides, I have school. Yes, you're right. You're so sensible, dear. It must be because you're my daughter. Well, if Alicia comes to stay in the summer holiday, you can always go and visit her then. Do you like the sound of that? You can eat as much natto as you want. Maybe eating natto until the sight of fermented soybeans makes you want to scream. Don't be so negative, Ree. You can never have too much natto. I beg to differ. Ah, you fancy city girl, you. You don't appreciate our heritage enough. You've been spoiled by all the Western restaurants around here. It says you when you always go around dressed like a Hollywood movie star. When was the last time you ever wore a yukata? Don't be silly, Ree. That's that and this is this, and they're two entirely different things. Are they? I'm not so sure. At least Alicia seems happy. She always is. I'd love to visit your relatives, Ree. That sounds like fun. I want to become a part of an even bigger family. My family back in Hell is already pretty big though. Besides, I'm not sure if they'd let me come back here again. Dad's kind of strict. If you want, I could try and convince your parents for you. Adults don't always listen to children, but they usually listen to people their own age. There's no real sense to it, other than pride, but that's just how the world works. Have you already talked to my dad? Of course, the language barrier might be a little difficult, but I have a few secrets of my own. Norwegian is not an entirely foreign language to me. But you aren't scared, are you? Why should I be scared? Because you're my dad. He's my dad. He's one of the 72 elves that govern Hell. He sentenced more souls to eternal damnation than you have stars in the sky. And I imagine I've stolen at least double the amount of hearts during my career. Nothing frightens me, sweetie. You just leave it to me. Wow, you're so cool. Yes, I hear that a lot too. Once more, I'm amazed at just how humble my mother is. Truly, you could never find a Mika milder Yamato Nadeshiko across the whole of Japan. Ah, no, bad kitty! Sir, please try and keep your cat under control. I told you, he isn't mine, I just... Yeah! Oh dear. Why did that scream sound so familiar? Because that's your dad. Oh my! Oh no! There seems to have been a altercation at the fish scooping stall. Usually fish scooping stalls have a small body of water at front, contained in a tub that's filled with goldfish. Only goldfish. And yet for some reason, there's a grown man sitting on the ground, drenched in water. Goldfish flap helplessly around him, choked by the air. The tub that once held those fish is knocked to one side, leaking water out uselessly like the stump of an arm loses blood. Yeah, my similes are pretty horrible. What of it? Worst things there on TV? The man sits there dazed and confused, shivering in the cold night breeze. He looks familiar. Horribly familiar. I don't recognise the cat perched on top of his head, though. How on earth did that happen? Dear, you're in such a state. You're covered in water. Your yutaka is all wet. I know. I'm sorry for causing a scene, Yuki. It's okay. You don't need to apologise to me. I'm not upset. Yuki, thank you. Now hold still. I'll help clean you up. Mum tosses Dad's hair clean with the towel the none too impressed owner of the fish catching stall handed us. How did this even happen, though? You are aware you're meant to catch the fish at that stall, not go swimming with them, right? Of course I'm aware. There was just a problem. Problem? Yes, that cat. It was one of the cats I always feed when I see it by the riverbank. I guess it thought I must have some food on me because it started to follow me, and then it got a bit annoyed since I didn't have anything to give it, and so it pounced on me, I suppose. Yes, it is a tiny kitty. I have 3 tiny kitties in the other room. At some point they can maybe come and say hello. They are small. Smoggies with tiny floofs. Tiny, tiny floofs. Tiny, tiny floofs. Wow, that's a lot of cats. Pounced? A tiny kitten like that? That's right, pounced. Don't be silly, dear. It's a stray cat, not a lion. How could it pounce? Oh, have you not seen a cat pounce? I don't know, but it did. It pounced and it knocked me over, and then, well, you all saw what happened then. You know, I told you not to feed the homeless cats around here. I did say. I know you said, but they all looked so sad and lonely I couldn't help myself. And now they see you as a massive pushover. Dad sniffs. I just wanted to help them. You had noble aims, I'm sure. Sadly, the best laid plans often go awry. I've lived in this world long enough to understand that. Bree, when are the fireworks going to start? And the festival's nearly over, I suppose. Oh, that's kind of sad. I want to see the fireworks, but I don't want the festival to end either. All good things have to come to an end. That's just the way of things. I suppose so. I have to go home soon too. Don't know if I'm looking forward to it. Saturday seems so close all of a sudden. Saturday? I thought you were staying here for a week. I am. Then you should be going back home on Sunday. There are 7 days in a week after all. 7? Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I've lived in a world with 7-day weeks for 9 whole years. I think I'd know that by now. Wow, that's strange. You mean you don't have a 7-day week in hell? Not at all. We have 6 days in each week. I think we had a Sunday once, but we got rid of it. We haven't had Sundays for a millennium. Wow. I guess that makes sense. Not only is a Sunday a holy day in some religions, but the number of beasts is 666. Doesn't a 6-day week sound a lot more hellish than a 7-day week? Now that I think about it, there's no reason for hell to be similar to Earth, even if they do have internet access and anime. Simpler things that I take for granted, like the weather, the number of days in a year, and public holidays, might be completely different. Still, I can't believe that you looked up all the festivals in the local area, but you didn't think to check how many days in a week we have. I guess you slipped my mind. I'm sure it did. After all, it's a certainly small detail, completely insignificant in the grand scheme of things, really. So she'll be gone on Saturday, will she? I should be glad for this sudden development, but for some reason I feel an unpleasant twisting sensation inside my chest. It's only Tuesday! I somehow don't think I'm going to be finishing this game in the next 20 minutes. I don't suppose it makes much difference if Alicia goes home on a Saturday or Sunday, but she told me about it so suddenly it's taken me quite by surprise. Maybe it's because I was having such a nice time. Oh, only if my throat doesn't start, hurting. We'll see. I did a lovely long stream on Tuesday. Did you catch it? Oh, fair enough. Hopefully this one is more interesting. I'll have to change up the games. Maybe you can suggest something for next week. It's less boring for you. Ah, really? Look, Ree, it's starting. Ah. Flowers are blooming in the sky, bright red, yellow, green and blue. No, they're not flowers, they're fireworks. A series of loud explosive bangs split through the night air, and the crowd cheers in approval. Alicia cheers too, her face illuminated with a whole carnival of colours. Amazing! This was so amazing! Another volley of fireworks are sent up into the sky and they explode in a shower of sparks. The popping, banging and crackling continues, dyeing the night sky in an array of rainbow colours. They're so beautiful. I've never seen anything like it before. Incredible. Incredible. Yet another round of fireworks bursts the night air, and Alicia giggles a light, airy giggle that sounds almost euphoric. Ree? Yeah, Little Misfortune. It was Tuesday. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It was death and swearing and dogs and farts and lots of glitter. Oh, that was good, was it? Not boring. I did 3 on Sunday. Yes, yikes forever, indeed. Why
did you say it was boring then, or are you just being mean? Yeah, gut punch ending indeed. I actually really enjoyed it. I'm not going to stream Chariot, but if you want to pick something that's, you know, less hand-breaking, I will consider it. Ree? She turns about on the spot, the sleeves of a yukata fluttering in the breeze, and looks at me with a smile. Thank you for bringing me here. This is like something from a dream. I'll never forget this moment, not ever. Hello, you two. Did you have fun? I had lots of fun. I saw the fireworks and they were like, boom! Isha throws her hands up and out in the air to demonstrate, and Mum giggles. Yes, I imagine they were. You have such a way with words, Lisha. Thank you. And I got to do other fun things too. Oh, like what? Ree and I ate lots of nice food, and we got to throw hoops, and I made a sugar candy sculpture too. Sugar candy sculptures, That takes me back. I used to like doing those. You need a steady hand, don't you? That's right. I wasn't very good at it, but Ree was. She had such a look of concentration on her face. She didn't get a single crack in her sculpture. Very impressive. Ree has always been a hard-working girl. She will accept any burden, no matter how great. Please don't lump me together with Dad. I'm nothing like him. And speaking of Dad... Dad trails along behind Mum, his head hanging. He looks like a battered flower at the very back of the florist that no one would want to buy. Half the petals missing. The sight is, kind of sad, actually. Dad, are you alright? I'm fine. You don't look fine. It's just ever since I fell in the goldfish pond, I keep shivering. His teeth have been chattering away all night like castanets. I could hardly hear the fireworks. I'm sorry, Yuki, I just... Maybe they should have taken him home instead of, you know... Dad suddenly sneezes loudly and Lisha jumps. Are they letting off more fireworks? That sounded like a really loud one. Ha, Paul. Don't worry about it, sweetie. It was just my dear dripping husband. I even bought a stick of candy floss, but I was shaking so much I dropped it. Don't worry, dear. If you catch a cold, I'll be sure to warm you up. Now, why don't we make our way back home? We've all had a very busy night. I hope Kazuki will be alright. He just has a bit of a cold. I bet he'll be just fine tomorrow morning. I sure hope so. I know so. Despite what he looks like, Dad's a resilient person. He must be to live under the same roof as Mum for so long without having some kind of nervous breakdown. It's bad enough that Mum's pretty intelligent and rich, but she doesn't half like to show off about it either. Are you enjoying the food porn, Paul? Even I feel inferior when compared to Mum sometimes, so I have no idea what her company does to Dad. Well, I'm sure he'll cope. What's a little bit of water compared to more than a decade of being stood beneath your partner's own shadow? Own partner's shadow. Sure, he might have been shivering and coughing a lot when we walked back home. But I'm sure a hot bath will solve everything. Oh, that's okay. You've got 2 and a bit hours of VOD to catch up on then. Oh, second papa. But yeah, you've got to call it Ilo, so you have Ilo Milo. It's a good game. I had so much fun though. Lisha sits at the foot of my bed toying with Koto, a bright smile on her face. I'm so excited I couldn't possibly sleep now. Oh, you couldn't, could you? No, there's just no way. Well, that's awfully convenient. What do you mean? I mean, there'll be no problems if I make you do your math homework now, will there? Free, that's not fair. I don't want to do my homework now. It's far too late.
Oh, you should have thought about that before you asked to go to the festival, shouldn't you? You're sure mean. I'm only being mean for your sake, Leisha. And for mine as well. I can't deny it. Having power over people is rather rewarding. Day 3. Wednesday! Yeah. No way we're getting all the way to Saturday. It's more natto. Why are we having natto for breakfast again? Now, there's nothing wrong with extra natto. But I don't like it. Really, I am shocked at you. How could a daughter of mine, on my own flesh and blood, claim to dislike natto? Natto is the richest, most nutritious, most humble and hard-working of all fermented beans, and I will not stand to hear it disgraced so in my house. How can a bean be humble or hard-working? I prod up my natto with the tips of my chopsticks. Squish, squish, squish. As expected, it doesn't respond. I mean, it's just a bowl of soybeans. What else was I expecting? The natto's just lying there. It doesn't really do much. That's because you're... Oh, the natto's really lying there. It's not really doing much. That's because you're not giving it a chance. You should eat your natto and allow it to spread fermented goodness throughout your body. If you say so. But it sounds kind of gross. What would fermented goodness even look like? Oh, wow. Oh, I want that dress. That might actually even suit me. Come on, Ree. Lisa's eating her natto. You don't want to lose to Lisa, do you? It's a competition. Of course it is. I'm going to give you affection points throughout the day based on your behaviour. Who knows? If you earn over 20 affection points, I might even give you an autograph. That's called blackmail, Mum. Oh no, and now you've lost 1 affection point, Ree. Oh, I got a -1! Oh crap! There's going to be a ball. Cool. So the glitter ball. Cheh, like I care. And that's another. You're enjoying this, aren't you? But of course, is there any deeper meaning to life other than enjoyment? You're such a bad role model. I love my mother, but she can be such a pain sometimes. It's not like I care about these affection points, whatever they are. This is just some stupid game Mum will probably get tired of in an hour. I don't want her autograph anyway, she's my own mother. You're gonna give me a prize for the decency to make it cold hard cash. Ah, Yuki. Yes, what is it, dear? I was wondering how many affection points do I have? Well, I guess there's one person at this table who's always desperate for Mum's love and affection, even if her love and affection can be rather scary. Now let me see. -500, perhaps? Minus 500, but why? What did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. I just wanted to see you cry. How cruel. You really are a sadist. And yet you still love me. That's right. I love you more than anything. Good. I love you too, dear. Now why don't you come here? I'll kiss all your tears away. Tears that you caused, Mum, I want to say, but I decided to keep quiet. Don't really understand the relationship between my parents, but at least they seem to get along. Dad crosses the kitchen and kneels next to Mum, his cheeks tinged pink. I watched unimpressed as Mum presses a kiss against Dad's cheek. I roll my eyes. Come on, Leisha, we're going to school. The sooner I get out of this house, the better. It isn't fair. What isn't fair? I didn't get to finish all of my natto. Most people would count that as a blessing. But I'm not most people. I like that now. Really, I like to lots and lots. I wanted second helpings too. And fudge. No worries. Thanks for watching, SK. Hopefully I'll see you again next time. Oh, I'm sorry, but Dad was a little distracted this morning. I don't think he was in any fit frame of mind to serve you more natto. I guess, but on top of that, you're showing we have to eat dish. Isha rustles a bag filled with convenience store food, clutched tightly in her right hand. For lunch, I want to eat something homemade. There's nothing wrong with convenience store food. Should be thankful I had enough money on me so you could buy this at all. But... Isha sniffs, kicking at a small pebble on the side of the road. Still not fair. Don't be like that. You got to eat lots and lots of delicious food at the festival yesterday, didn't you? I guess that's true. Alicia pauses. The wind tugs at her pale blonde hair, making it flutter. Her tail, protruding beneath the hem of her school skirt, twitches because of the breeze or because of her own emotions. I'm not sure. Maybe both. I wonder, how does that tail of hers work? Is it particularly sensitive? If I prodded it with a pin, would it hurt? I kind of want to try it out, but then I'd be giving in to my base urges, and I'd be no better than Mum. Ahem. I'm sorry for being selfish, Rhea. I don't want to be ungrateful. I'm really happy you've done so many nice things for me. I blink. She's been sulking all the way to school, her face cloudier than a thunderstorm, and I didn't expect her to concede so easily. I thought she'd be sulking for the rest of the day. But maybe not. She might be stubborn and hard-headed, but she's not completely unreasonable. At heart, she's a sweet girl, or demon rather, and I don't think she wants to upset me. I think you're a nice girl, Rhea. I'm happy I met you, even if I was being all sulky right now. That doesn't change the fact that I like you a lot so much. Well, I looked down at the ground, my face flushing. I'm not used to being complimented, so I react kind of badly to it. It's fine, you don't need to go that far. I don't think I'm particularly nice either. You might not think it. Well, I do. I know it. Alicia shifts the plastic carrier food to her left hand and then links the fingers of her right hand with mine. Her palm is soft and gentle, unblemished despite the pit of burning sulphur from which she came, and the sudden warmth makes my cheeks turn light pink. You're a nice girl, Rhea. The nicest. That's why you took me to the festival yesterday and why you let me eat all that yummy food. I know you didn't want to go, but you didn't refuse because you're really soft deep down inside. I'm not. I just thought it would be a pain to argue with you, that's all. Because you didn't want to upset me, right? Alicia's fingers squeeze about mine, insistent, and I'm forced to turn my head away. Her gaze is so pure, I'm beginning to feel lightheaded. Idiot. Heh, maybe I am. I shouldn't have been so rude earlier, and I shouldn't focus on the things I don't have. Instead, I should focus on what I do have instead. A half-eaten bowl of natty back home and a bag of cheap convenience store food? No, Shilly. Alicia smiles. Her pale lashes flutter and her tail, black as a stick of licorice, twitches. I have you. Oh, Lisa, you look lovely as ever. That uniform really does suit you. The pale blue complements your eyes. Your hair is so cute and fluffy, it just looks like a little cloud. I want to take a bite out of it. Om nom nom. Yeah, thank you. The class crowds around Alicia as soon as she sets foot in the classroom. These faceless masses sure are predictable, and they're noisy too. At least Alicia seems to be taking it in her stride. She doesn't even break a sweat. I wonder if there's a way to make any money from Alicia's immense popularity. Perhaps I could ask Dad to sew Alicia a few more cute frilly outfits and then he can take photos. Dad's not that good at taking photos. He always gets his thumb in the way of the lens, but when it comes to cute things, his skill level increases dramatically. If it was for Alicia's sake, he'd be able to take photos that could rival that of a professional. Then I could take those photos and laminate them, and Mum could teach Alicia how to draw a cute and quirky, innovative autograph of her own. I could get Alicia to sign those stacks of photos, and then we could give them to people at school. For a price, of course. I'm thinking maybe 500 yen. Does that sound like too much? Too little? If every person in my class bought one, we'd be raking in the money in no time. I saw you at the festival yesterday, Alicia. Oh, you did? That's right, your yukata looked adorable. Thank you, Kazuki made it for me. Kazuki? Is that Sakuraba's dad? The one who looks like he's going to cry all the time? My mum said she saw him at a parents' evening last term. Apparently he got lost and somehow ended up getting locked in the gym storage cupboard. Well, that totally sounds like him. What, seriously? No way. Please don't remind me. I thought I finally managed to put that painful memory behind me. I can't believe it. How could a klutz like that sew such cute clothes? The world is full of mysteries. The biggest mystery being how the heck Alicia got so cute. I'm so jealous. I wish I'd seen her at the festival too. I didn't see Alicia, but I saw someone who looked like her. What? You mean there's another cute blonde girl living in her town? I'm not sure. I'd never seen her before and I didn't get a good look, but she was very pretty and very, very blonde. Blonde girls really are the best. When you see golden hair like that, don't you want to look it? No, that's weird. Really? You guys think so? Definitely weird. It seems rather uncouth. It is rather strange. You don't get any nutrients out of licking hair either. No way, did I just Suppose a really embarrassing side of myself. It's alright, disembodied student, eh? I don't even remember your name, so it doesn't make any difference to me. All right, class, sit down in your seats. The class quietens instantly, even the student with a hair-licking fetish. Right. Mrs. Tamara peers at us from over the rim of her glasses, her arms crossed beneath her chest. I know you all were having fun at the festival yesterday, but I hope you remember to do your homework. Yes, miss. Good. If I find out any of you are lying to me, there will be consequences. Her eyes flash dangerously and I gulp. I'm starting to feel anxious myself, even though I made sure to do all my homework. Mrs. Tamara has that effect on people. I also have some news I need to share with you regarding our school trip on Friday up in the mountains. Oh, that's right. School trip. I forgot about it given all the things that have been going on, but there really is a school trip coming up, isn't there? I glance over at Leisha, curious. What does she think about this? It doesn't take me long to figure it out. For a school trip? A real school trip? Her face is flushed and her eyes are sparkling. So you already knew we were going on a school trip? That's right. But how did you know? Even I'd forgotten about it. Free-Foolish Elementary, my dear Watson. You know, Sherlock Holmes never actually said that. Of course she didn't. You can't trick me, I know he isn't real. Well, that's also true, I guess. Leisha grins. She looks so smug, I kind of want to pinch her cheeks. Isn't it only natural I know about this trip? It's easy for a sleuth like me to discover. Was it there? No, I looked it up on the internet, of course. The internet, of course. I should have known, really. Dante's Divine Comedy doesn't mention anything about the strength of Hell's Wi-Fi signal, but Dante lived almost 1,000 years ago and the times have changed. Not even Hell can remain entrenched in the 14th century, it seems. I'm not very good at using the net, though. Fia looked it up for me. She said all the information was there on your school website. Fia? Who's that? One of my sisters. She spends a lot of time in this online forum posting pictures of cute anime girls and telling people to step on thumbtacks. I don't really get it. She always gets really, really mad when she goes on that site, but that doesn't stop her going on it. I wish I knew why. Technology is a frightening thing. It really is. Two of us sit there for a while pondering. Since it's just such a nice day, Leisha asked if we could eat lunch out in the school field, and I obliged. The track team practices out here, but only on Mondays and Fridays, so no one should bother us. The wind rustles through the trees, toying with my hair, and I shift, brushing a few strands behind my ears. So do you know where we're going on this trip? Yep, your scary teacher said. She said we're going to pick berries in the mountains. That's right. I think it's a bit of a tradition. We went there last year too, and the year before that. Sounds like fun. Aren't you excited? Nah, it's pretty dull to tell you the truth. I'd rather go somewhere with a bit more culture, like Kyoto or Okinawa. Our school doesn't have the money for that though. But the school building is sure big and the uniforms are sure nice. And that's why they can't afford to take us anywhere. School governors spent all their money already. Just don't get your hopes up, Leisha. This trip will be pretty dull. No way, I don't believe it. Can't be dull if I'm with you, Ree. Well, thank you, I guess. You're welcome. Now is it time to eat? Leisha rootles around her plastic carry bags and unveils the few items we bought for lunch. I didn't have much money with me, so I couldn't afford to buy a lot, but there should be enough to satisfy Leisha for half an hour or so. As Leisha eats, her tail twitches. I watched it transfix and wonder what would happen if I pulled it. In the end, however, I decide to leave her tail be. Who knows what will happen if I touch it? I might get cursed. It's best not to meddle in affairs like this. There's still too much about Leisha I don't know, and I don't know if I even want to find everything out. There are some things mere mortals like myself shouldn't do. I walk along the riverside, my footsteps falling against the ground with a series of soft thuds. The wind runs through the elm trees, making the leaves rustle, but my mind is miles away. I don't want to think about it, but I can't stop myself. There are too many mysteries surrounding Leisha, and it's starting to hurt my head. She really is a demon. What does that mean? She says she comes from hell, but where could hell possibly exist? With my modern understanding of the world, I know hell can't be situated inside the earth itself. Scientists have proven that much. These scientists did not, however, account for the existence of reality-warping beings like Leisha, so maybe they don't know everything after all. It feels kind of weird that a 9-year-old girl like me might know more about the untapped mysteries of the universe than the technicians working at CERN or NASA. It's a lot to take in. How often do demons like Leisha come to trouble us humans? Since it happened to me over something as trifling as a plate of cookies, it can't be completely unheard of. Alicia's entire existence is problematic, but she doesn't seem to realise this at all, or appreciate just how much this is bothering me. Hey, Ree. You know, you're standing a little too close there. What do you want? Nothing really, you just looked deep in thought. I did? Yeah, I thought you were thinking about complicated finish. Not particularly. Even if I asked Alicia some more pressing questions, I doubt she'd be able to answer them. All she cares about is food. Anyway, I'm really, really hungry, Ree. Of course she's hungry. Isn't this girl always hungry? I'm so hungry I feel like I could die. You need to feed me right now. Can demons like you really die? Of course we can. We're not monsters. But you live in hell. That's where dead people go, right? It's where dead people's souls go, but we're not people. We're demons. So where do demons go when they die then? Don't really know. I don't think I ever thought about it. I can't say this is much of a surprise. Just don't go mistaking us for scary things like zombies or vampires. We demons are fragile, sensitive beings with honest hearts like you humans. So zombies and vampires also exist? Great. This keeps getting more and more complicated. That'll teach me to ask questions. Anyway, Ree, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Feed me. If you don't feed me, I'll reap your soul. Alright. I heard you the first time. What do you want? Well, as you know, I like sweets. You can't eat sweets all the time. You'll get spots. Silly human girl, I'd never had spots in my entire life. There's a first time for everything. Why, do you get spots when you eat too many sweets, Ree? That's completely irrelevant. I need to try and change the subject. Oh, my pancakes at home. Yay, pancakes. Oh, do you girls want to use the kitchen? That's right, Ree says we're going to make pancakes. Pancakes, is it? They're so simple to make, but they're really delicious. That's right, I've never had them before, so I'm really excited. Never had pancakes before? That really is a shame. Norway must be much more impoverished than I thought. I don't think it's a particularly poor country. Not that it matters, given that she doesn't exactly come from Norway. In light of this tragedy, you must have a serving of pancakes right now without any delay. Are you sure about that? Of course I am. I've never been so sure about anything before in my life. You haven't finished cleaning the rest of the dishes away from dinner. Shouldn't you do that first? Well, I know I need to finish cleaning, but that can wait. I can't just leave Alicia be now that I know she's never eaten a pancake before. That's far too sad. It is sad. Something I regret every single day. Hey, you didn't even know what pancakes were until today, so don't try and play the sympathy card. Dad's gullible enough as it is. Yeah, sorry, Ree. Anyway, I suppose we could start cooking now. Pancakes are rather simple, so it shouldn't take too long. Is it alright if I help too, Ree? You can help when you finish cleaning everything up. There's no time like the present. Chop chop. Indeed, you may have a point. Dad smiles and hangs his head, cowed by my irrefutable logic. Right, do you want to help out, Alicia? Yes, I do. Just tell me to jump, and I'll say, how high? I don't need to jump. I'm not an army officer. You say that, but sometimes I wonder. High off. Anyway, I want you to break these 2 eggs into that mixing bowl. Do you think you can do that? Roger, Captain. With a winning smile, Alicia takes one of the eggs in her hands and crushes it right between her fingers. The delicate eggshell splinters and the uncooked egg white drips down her fingers like slime. Ree. Yes? Did I do something wrong? What do you think? Well, my hand is all sticky now. It would be you're meant to crack the egg on the side of the bowl, not in your hand. You've got bits of eggshell everywhere now. We won't be able to pick it all out. Maybe entrusting this rather sensitive task to Alicia was a bit too optimistic on my part. You go and wash your hands, Alicia. I'll crack the eggs. Oh, okay, but what do you want me to do? Shall I measure out the flour? The baking powder? I'm suddenly haunted by an image of our kitchen covered in white powder, not a single surface left bare. No, don't trouble yourself with that. That's boring anyway. You won't enjoy it. Why don't you mix everything up when I've got it all in the bowl? Doesn't that sound like fun? Yes, and I'll do that then. She should at least be able to handle the mixing. Right. Oh, look, Ree, it's bubbling. It's supposed to, because of the heat. It looks just like sulphurous rivers that run through hell. I don't know if that sounds very appetizing. I think it's about time to flip this pancake, don't you? It looks like it's ready. I was just about to do that, Dad. Do you want me to lend you a hand? The skillet might be a bit too heavy for you. It's alright, I've got it. I've done this before enough times. I tighten my grip on the handle of the skillet. My knuckles turning white, and then with one deft motion, I flip the pancake into the air. I've never been able to do that. Oh, amazing! Thank you. The pancake lands neatly back in the centre of the skillet with a soft, only barely audible plop. I don't spill a single drop of batter. Dad whistles under his breath, evidently impressed. That really was something. When did you get so good at this, Ree? I practice a lot. And you don't think it's because you had a particularly good teacher to learn from, do you? Well, that might have something to do with it. I wouldn't have learned how to cook if you weren't so enthusiastic. Yeah, it's nothing really. I'm sure you've already surpassed me. Right, I think this one's just about ready. I slide the wooden spatula under the first pancake and deposit it gently on a waiting plate. Misha takes hold of the plate before I've managed to slip the pancake properly off the spatula, her face flushed with happiness. Oh, it looks so cute. I want to eat it right away. Oh, wait a minute, Leisha. What is it, Kashik? Pancakes can taste nice on their own, but people usually have them with toppings. It gives them a bit more flavour and makes each pancake a bit more personal to the person eating it. Personal? Yes, for example, I like my pancakes with maple syrup, and Ree likes lemon and sugar. Ooh, that sounds nice. Can I have a pancake with lots and lots of chocolate on it? Of course you can. Your wish is my command, milady. Don't say that. It's makes you sound like a creep. Ah, sorry, Ree. Dad procures a jar of chocolate sauce from inside a kitchen cabinet and hands it over to Leisha. Before you eat that, you might want a few more pancakes. Having a single pancake alone on the plate is kind of sad. I generously bequeath a second, and soon after a third pancake to Leisha. Leisha stares at her small pancake stack with wide eyes, her face flushed with happiness. She slathers the chocolate sauce inches thick on the pancake stack, and it starts to melt slowly. If you eat that much chocolate, you'll get cavities. Don't be silly, I am Leisha Dia Evalis. All my cavities run away in fear at the mere sound of my name. Ha ha ha. Given cavities aren't sentient beings, I find that highly unlikely. Come, Ree, let Leisha enjoy herself. It's her first time having pancakes after all. I know, I'm just trying to be responsible. Yay, we get to see the pancakes! I can't deny that Leisha's pancakes look nice though. Pancakes! The pancakes are light and fluffy, an even gold brown colour without any craters or lumps. The brown chocolate sauce slathered on top begins to melt as soon as it comes into contact with the first pancake on the stack, fresh from the skillet, and it oozes over the soft and yielding surface of the pancake, enveloping it. I'm starting to get hungry myself. I should start flipping my own pancake. However, I'm less invested in the successful completion of my pancake than Leisha's. I'm able to flip it just as before, but my actions are slightly less perfect and the pancake doesn't land in the centre of the pan. The pancake hangs over the edge of the skillet and I have to poke it back into the middle with the side of my spatula, which creates a few unwanted lumps and bumps. Did you get distracted? No, it was just a simple mistake, that's all. Come on, Ree, come eat with me. I don't want to start without you. Why not? I didn't ask you to wait. But I wanted to wait for you. Surely it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? And since when did you care about manners? I don't know. I just thought I should be more polite since I'm always bugging you to make your food. Well, that's true enough. Good manners never hurt anyone. I plate myself up a few pancakes, then add the toppings. Though my favourite pancakes toppings are lemon juice and sugar, I decide in a moment of mad inspiration that it wouldn't hurt to try the chocolate sauce Leisha likes so much. This girl, spending so much time with her is really turning me into a bourgeoisie. The rich chocolate sauce melts over my pancakes, running down the side of the stack. It's almost like alchemy, minus the gold and the elixir of eternal life, of course. They really do look good. They smell good too. I'm starting to feel hungry, even though I just had dinner. I'm starting to feel hungry. I really want pancakes. Well, I thank you for waiting, I suppose. I appreciate it. It's no problem. Food in Japan is good, but it tastes even better when I can eat it with you. Alicia spares her pancake with the prongs of her fork and brings it to her lips. I follow suit, my fingers trembling more than they really should, and take a forkful of my own imperfect pancake. Though I made a few mistakes when flipping my pancakes, they don't seem to have suffered for it. The pancakes are light, airy, sweet and fluffy, and they melt in my mouth like a butter. Though the pancakes are sweet, there's a certain wholesomeness to them. They're not particularly filling, being only light bites that take a few mouthfuls to eat, but they taste homey, I suppose. Maybe that's because they're still so soft and warm. Eating them almost feels like being embraced. I've had pancakes before, but I don't know if they've tasted quite as good as this. You two look happy. I am happy. I can't believe I never tasted a pancake before. It's simple, but it's so delicious. Dad nods sagely. Sometimes making simple food can be the hardest challenge of all. Oh, please, like you did anything to help. Hello, everyone. Your favourite actress, Shirakara Yukini, eternally 18 years old, has entered the building. Thank you. You're far too kind. Why is Mum so melodramatic? I know she's an actress, but it's not like a spotlight shines on her all the time. Well, maybe it does in her mind. Yuki, welcome back. I missed you. Can't believe it. Dad even gets to his feet and applauds Mum for her outrageous lies. I guess that really is true love. I missed you too, dear. I had such a busy day at work. I was dying to sit down and stare at your cute face again. Oh, cute. I'm not really. Well, I wonder. Mum smiles a cat-like grin. You shouldn't be coy, dear. I have superb judgment when it comes to cuteness. I haven't been an actress this long for nothing, you know. Oh, she has cat ears now. It's cute. Ah. Dad swoons, his face light pink. It amazes me that Dad is still so obviously in love with Mum, even though they've been together. Not married, though, for almost 17 years. And what are you all doing in the kitchen? Has our living room been invaded by a vengeful spirit? Please don't talk about spirits, vengeful or otherwise. It might be bad luck. I just like it in here, that's all. It's cosy. Because this is where all the food is. That's right, how did you guess? It didn't take many of my deductive facilities, trust me. Well, you might be right. They do say the kitchen is the heart of the home, and I feel like having a cup of tea. Tea. Yes, of course. I'll get it for you right away. Would you dare? Thank you. I appreciate it. With a heavy sigh, Mum sinks down in her chair, folding one leg over the other. Though Mum's voice is cool and breezy as ever, she really does look tired. Her face is pale underneath her makeup and her hair is a little messier than usual. I'm not doing another 2 hours. I'm finishing this day and that's it. We had pancakes, that's enough. I can hardly believe it. Who would have thought the little girl who took the leading role in the elementary school's rendition of Snow White would one day become a professional actress? You've come a long way since then, Yuki. I'm proud of you. Thank you, dear. I'm sure I was only cast as a lead in that play because of my name, though. My acting abilities were not quite up to par. Those days. No, I don't mean playing till midnight. Of course not. You were only 6. I remember it clearly, though, my first taste of show business. Speaking of names, I'm curious. Why did your parents call you Lisha? That's right. I was interested too. Is it a common Norwegian name? Well, I think it's because it sounds like Lucifer, but cuter. Of course it would be something like that. Lucifer? How strange. Your parents must be intriguing people. Maybe it's because they live in a village called Hell. I groan. I still have no idea how my parents can be so incredibly dense. At this point, it's not even funny. Can't we cut it out with all those stupid jokes already? I lie in my bed, curled up like a weevil, snuggled inside a biscuit. I'd be asleep by now and under normal circumstances, but these circumstances aren't normal. Hey, Ree. Nisha's presence is proof enough of that. What is it? If you don't get any sleep, you'll be tired tomorrow. I know that, but I was just thinking something. It's the first time for everything, I suppose. I don't mean to be so sarcastic, but I can't help it. I'm sleepy. Nisha doesn't seem to mind, though. Her smile doesn't flicker. Did she even realise that I said something mean? She might be too pure to pick up on sarcasm. I was just thinking it must be nice being an only child. And why'd you say that? Your parents always give you so much attention. It's clear they really love you. I think Dad gives me a bit too much attention. He's always trying to get me to model those frilly dresses of his. It's such a pain. But he only makes you those clothes because he loves you, and it isn't a shame for me. My dad hardly ever talks to me. Isn't that because he's busy? You said he was some earl in hell or something. That's right, he's one of the 72 earls who govern hell, so he's always working to ensure everything runs smoothly. I know he works hard to support us, but he's so busy I never get to see him. He doesn't have enough time to watch TV with me or help me with my homework, and didn't even attend last parents' evening. My dad never helps me with my homework either, since he's even more clueless about mathematics than I am, but I don't mention this to Alicia. I don't know if now is a good time. What about your mother? Don't you spend time with her? I do, but Mother's busy as well. I have 6 older siblings, so Mother is always rushing after them. 6? That's right, 6. That's impressive. Since most humans go to hell after they die, you wouldn't think demons would spend time creating more life, but I guess not. There's still a lot I don't understand about hell. Hopefully I'll never go there, and I'll remain blissfully ignorant about all its inner workings. It's normal for families in hell to have 7 children, especially noble families like mine. It's a tradition, since there are 7 deadly sins and all that. But not 7 days in the week, apparently. I thought the lucky number in hell was 666. That too, but having 666 children might be quite a stretch, even for an amazing woman like my mother. I guess so. I just get kind of lonely sometimes since I'm the youngest. No one ever listens to me. I get treated like a kid. Is that why you wanted to leave? Kinda. It's strange, no one paid much attention to me in hell, but everyone seems super interested in me here. I don't get it. That's because they think you're some kind of Norwegian princess. I don't really know why. I always got the worst grades in school back home. I'm not even average. I'm way, way, way below the average. None of my teachers like me or my classmates. I didn't think you humans would welcome me so warmly. Mum and Dad told me I should be prepared to be disappointed, so I didn't expect much. It's a little awkward, but I think I like it. I've never felt so wanted in my life, and I'm happy I met you two. I think you're a really nice person, Marie. Whatever. I turn over in bed and hug one of my pillows to my chest. I'm so glad it's dark so she can't see me blushing. This is really sweet. I'm not trying to be nice or anything. I'm just going along with Alicia's whims so she won't read my soul. There's nothing deeper to this. Really, I don't even like her. Not that much. Even so, I don't think you dislike hell that much. Why'd you share that? If you really hated it, then you wouldn't feel homesick. Since you miss it, then it must mean there were some things you liked about it. Of course. I love my mother and my father and all my siblings, even if they tease me all the time and always beat me in Scrabble. But at the same time, I always feel like I never really fit in. I'm under a lot of pressure all the time, and I could never meet anyone's expectations. After a while, everyone gave up on me, but you don't ignore me, really. You listen to me, and you gave me lots and lots of delicious food. So that's why you like me, the food. I like the food a lot, but isn't it? I don't think it is anyway. Though we've only known each other for a little while, I like you an awful lot, you know. They're 9. Just remember this. It's sweet and all, but they're 9. Day 4, Thursday. I've got to finish here. We've done nearly 3 hours. My voice is cracking. So, we are going to... I'm sorry, Dan, but, you know, you try talking for 3 hours straight. If anyone wants to buy this game, there's the link. Okay, so... I still think this is blurry. I really need to sort out the camera. Okay, so that was Strawberry Vinegar. I was given a copy of the game by the publisher for streaming purposes. All opinions are my own, and the voices are definitely my own because I think probably they were a bit terrible, but you know, I enjoy doing it, so we'll see. There are 2 options. I could finish this here and not stream any more of this, or I could do a second stream of this to do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and save it for then. So if people are interested in seeing more, I'm happy to stream it. If not, then I'm happy to play it offline. But I do want to find out what happens. I'm quite curious. I forgot to have a look at the achievements. So there's like 28 achievements, of which I've gotten 8. Lots of food. Oh my god, lots of food, and some secret achievements. So many food. Aside from the octopus, everything else has been vegetarian, hasn't it? Oh no, there was a meat stew. But tofu is vegetarian, and so are all the desserts. Oh, okay, prawns. I don't eat seafood, so I don't tend to consider those. Okay, so there were some meat dishes in there, but there's plenty. Yeah. But anyway, so yes, I can. Would you like me to do another stream of this?
Also, Mike is large on this. It's quite funny. Looks like a little lantern. No, if you say yes, I will do another stream. I just want to know, because otherwise I'll continue it offline. If everyone wants me to do another stream, then I'll do another stream. I'm quite happy to. Maybe not straight away, maybe like next Thursday when my voice has had time to recover. But I'll definitely do another stream of it if everyone's interested in seeing the end. I just don't know whether people are being serious when they say. Cool, okay, I'll put it back on the roster. Make sure I pick it up. I might do some at the weekend, we'll see. We'll see how my voice is. I've done a lot of talking. The 4-hour stream on Sunday was a lot of talking. A lot of talking. And I did some talking, not much, on Tuesday. But a lot of talking. Done a lot today. I'm just gonna stop talking now and say thank you so much everyone for watching, especially everyone that's watched through to the end. I really appreciate the company. I will be back at the weekend with something, I don't know what. I'll definitely be back on Tuesday at 8 UK time as usual. But for now, drop me a follow if you want a notification when I come online. I also have a Twitter, the button for my Twitter, which tweets out when I go online. There we go. Tweets out when I go online. Everything's Angel SK except for YouTube and Mixer. And Twitch. But for now, anyway. I've been Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you and good night.